to a very exciting series. I'm super hyped for this one. SKT is facing elimination, so if they're able to get the dub against SR, their playoff chances stay alive. I don't think they lock, even if they get the win. New York Nutbusters is in a prime position right now, so really good spot for them. But SKT is looking to make things interesting. If they get a win, they're in the same position as NYMB, and if they win both of their series and NYMB drops their last game, they will be able to make it into playoffs, which would be huge for them. Albert's Inferno is the other team that's on the cusp of potentially getting knocked out, and again, SKT would need to win for that to happen. So I think this is very exciting. However, Snarkify has been on a tear of a season. They are undefeated, but have only played 4 games. Every other team has played at least 6. Most of them have played 7. So maybe Snarkify still has some stuff left to prove. They at least have a series against Project Tuesdays, but if they're able to win today and on Thursday, I think it's looking pretty golden for them because they have to play the 2 eliminated teams to round off their season. But I should be joined by Daniel here. What are your expectations for this series? You just recently got to play SKT.
I think SKT is good, but I think Snarkify is just really strong. They're undefeated. They're going into this game feeling pretty strong. They have a long stretch of games over the next couple of weeks, so we'll see how well they play over the course of that. But
Yeah,
I think they'll start out strong today. But I think there may be some fatigue from playing so much.
Roster coming out for SKT. I think the roles might be a little funny, but we do finally get to see Honan play, which is really exciting to me. They have him slotted in as top lane. I kind of doubt that that's actually what's going to happen here, so I'd expect him to be bot. But we do see that Honan's played 5 games of Thresh top because the guy is sick in the head. Whereas Kage's featured champion is that Cho'Gath where he has an infinite KDA. However, I believe the fact that it's spotlighted means it's his only, or I guess, yeah, I think best win rate champion, which is kind of surprising considering it's only 1-0. But I would expect to see Tuxedo go top. It's a matchup I've been looking forward to. I think Kage's been really hard to punish. Yeah, okay, Kage just has a billion champions that are 1-0. He actually has like, yeah, it's like 5 or something ridiculous like that. So that's kind of, oh no, if you sort to all seasons, it's like 7. Okay, guy is crazy. But anyway, I think we'll probably see Tuxedo against Kage, who's been completely unpunishable this season, it seems like. And if anyone's going to be able to do it, I think it is going to be Tuxedo. Canuck, I think, had a good chance as well, but I don't think we actually got to see that matchup play out. But my memory might be failing me. But what's the matchup you're most looking forward to this time around?
I'm excited to see Game Case go up against a big dog like Sandy, but also Hero and Apari is going to be a great matchup too. I'm excited to see that as well. 2 good junglers.
And they both play really fun
people want the
picks.
classics.
Yeah, I think we'll get to see some exciting stuff come out. Considering SKT has blue side, I don't think we'll see another Apari Trundle game. I think that Viego's going to get locked in, or it's going to get banned away by SR. I think it's a solid ban, honestly. I think there's a lot of good champions to ban against Tuxedo as well. But I think SR is like impossible to ban against because Vetus has so many good champions and Sandy has a lot as well. And I feel like with a mid laner who isn't quite as terrifying as some of the other ones, I think SKT is going to need to really worry about what champions they give Sandy access to this time around.
Yeah, I think it's impossible to ban any of them. I think they all have at least like 3 or 4 champions that they're very confident at. Like Hero has Lee Sin, Zenzel. He plays some Viego and he plays a lot of Jarvan. Kage has a lot of tank tops that he's been performing really well at, and he's good at weak side as well. So Hero could just go down to bot side and just get Vetus ahead, and they just carry. But
Yeah,
they all just have a lot of stuff that they can do. A lot of options.
Sure. I do want to point out, I think Ray's been a newer addition to SKT. I think we've seen a lot of Sam S, and he's been the talk of the team for a while. So it's been really interesting to see Ray make the swap in halfway through the season and really perform on a lot of these roaming high impact champions. We've seen him get picked on things that don't have as much access to the map recently, and I really hope they go away from doing that this time around because I think it's really limited his potential. I think the team said that they were looking to draft at 37 and we're nearing that. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, but I think the obvious person to highlight on the other team. I don't think he's winning the MVP standings right now, but Sandy is obviously the person whose everyone's eyes are going to be on. I think he's going to have a bit of an easier time in the mid lane than Vitas is in the bot lane, because I think SKT just has two really good supports, so no matter who they were running, it was going to be tough. And Honen's a really good defensive player. And obviously, if they are just swapping Tuxedo into bot, I think he's a high-ranked player, so I expect him to do good. But obviously, we saw in the stats that he's never played ADC in the server before, so hard to know how that would go.
Yeah, it seems like they put I wouldn't say their weakest players, but like the weaker players on their teams towards top side and just kind of weak side them. They can just play tanks if they want to. Like even, like you said a second ago, we were joking about how he played a couple games with Thresh top, but I mean, if they're not going to come top, then he can just build full tank and just play for engage later on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if they both just, pick a champion that could scale up pretty well and do fine, I think, neither of them's really going to get punished. Interestingly enough, Cho'Gath is actually Honen's most played top laner, so we could see that contested if that actually ends up being the lane assignments.
Yeah, we can see
besides that, he's
early.
not really played many other champions top. He has 4 champions that he's 0-1 on, 2 champions that he's 0-2 on, and the only 4 champions that he's won on are Sylas, who's 1-0, Ornn, who's 2-1, and the Thresh and Cho'Gath, who he's got 3 games apiece that he won on. But otherwise, Honen top is looking pretty rough, so I am personally pulling him for him to go bot, and that opens up his Varus, which he's picked 30 times in the server, his Jhin, which has a 64% win rate, and his Ashe, which has a 70% win rate across 27 games. Xerath does get picked a lot, but he's 3-11 on the pick, so I would personally hope that doesn't come out this time around, but I guess it is possible. I think they're already in draft, and it looks like 2 bans have come out. Sylas is a bit of a good flex pick for Hero and Sandy. Victor is a decent denial, and they do ban the Akali. I was worried they might make the mistake there. And Vayne and Caitlyn actually coming out, so it seems like SR believes that this is going to be Tuxedo AD carry. Kayn being banned away, I'd hope this is just a Viego lock-in for SKT.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good comfort for them. What are the odds we see Cho'Gath just get first picked right here? No, it's Viego. Okay.
It's going to be Viego. Good joke, though. yeah, the Yunara is going to come through. Vitas's ADC pool was just completely untouched. If it is going to be Tuxedo bot, again, I'm not super trusting of it. SKT has been a team in the past who's been known for a crap ton of lane swapping, so I would expect to see some of that come through. But Hero's signature, Lee Sin, is coming out, and SR's picked the most comfortable champion for both of their 2 players who have gotten to pick so far, which is really scary.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Hero play some Lee Sin.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good on it, but Apari and Hero both on their best performing champions, and we do get to see the Kai'Sa locked in, which I do think rules out Honen playing it. Honen has played a bunch of ADC games, and we've not seen a single Kai'Sa come through. So now I'm really just thinking about top lane. Will we get to see the Thresh come out? Is that really his best pick? We could see the Cho'Gath denied right here, though.
I guess I could flex it right here.
Yeah, and they did ban Sylas, so they're covering for Cho'Gath pretty well, but they are just going to lock the Ornn in, which is one of the champions he's won on, so maybe it'll be good.
Oh, absolutely. I'm excited to see that.
I think this should just be a top lane counter coming out here.
Yeah.
I don't expect them to do anything else, unless they think Kage can eat the bans and they want to get a mid laner picked before it locks up.
I think we see some support bans coming out real soon after this.
Yeah, for both teams. I expect to see the Alistar banned and probably the Rakan as well. Rakan's been denied from Ray very consistently. It is going to be Poppy locked in, which I don't think Lelouch plays, so that's probably top.
But yeah, I think that may be top lane probably. I know Kage plays it, but Lelouch definitely, I don't think I've ever seen Lelouch play it. Normally plays a lot of enchanters. I know Lelouch was playing some Alistar a while back, but I think that's the only tank that Lelouch plays.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'd expect to see the Alistar just get banned here, unless I guess they're trying to pick it. Swain is getting banned away from game case. He does have a really interesting mid pool, so I think seeing some of these more eccentric picks banned away from him. I mean, we've seen a lot of Swain this season, but mostly in the top lane. I think Zyra could potentially be a good ban, but I think they're just going to let Sandy ban away champs that annoy him. I would hope that SKT bans 2 mid laners here, and they are going to start with the Rise. I think Fizz might actually be kind of horrible here, so maybe they won't ban that one, but Nautilus is being taken away from Ray as well, which Means Rakan's up, so I wonder if Lelouch will be picking that one away. The Echo also taken away, so really good denial from Sandy here.
I think we could see the mid lane come out right here. I think I'd be more worried about having a good support matchup in the bot lane, considering you have a couple good AD carries.
Yeah, I do think
Probably
with
a favorite
Sandy, though, you
matchup.
want to give him R5, so they are just going to hover Renata here. I think there's a lot of enchanters that would be really good to pick up.
Absolutely.
I think maybe Sandy could have gotten away with blinding the Rise of the Echo, but once you
Yeah.
get double banned, I think waiting for R5 definitely helps you out a little bit.
No,
I'm
of
excited to see
course,
what Ray's
yeah.
going to play, though. Basically his entire champion pulls up.
Guess it's good for map pressure and map control if we just give the mid lane a good favorable matchup.
Yeah, I
We'll
wonder
see
how
it
much
here.
value Alistar has this game. I would say really good, considering you have the Kaisa locked in, and I think the other two champions synergize really well, but he will get outranged by the Yunara, and I wonder if that's a concern, and Poppy is really good at countering his engage. So it is going to be Bard. I think
Ooh.
Rakan suffers the same way into Poppy, so it's nice to see him pivot. I don't think we've gotten to see the Bard come out this season, so I'm excited about that.
But we saw it a couple days ago
Okay.
whenever Paul was playing it. I haven't
Oh, I
seen
meant Ray
Ray play it.
specifically.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I could have been more clear. And actually, the Zyra did come through. I mentioned that. I kind of summoned it. So
I
they're going to be a little low on AP damage. I feel like Zyra doesn't do as much burst as some of the other mid laners you
yeah.
could pick, but I mean, Kaisa can do a lot of hybrid damage.
I'm
It's going to be
unfamiliar with game.
it's going to be a fun chance for both Bari and Tuxedo to show up on their champions. I'm really excited.
No, yeah, I'm unfamiliar with a lot of these people's champ pools. I know more about SR's champ pool than SKT, so you probably know a lot more than I do about it.
Yeah, I mean,
Who'd you pick
Vladimir
to
here is
win?
insane. I think it is probably pretty good. You're able to. There's a lot of things you get a lot of value out of
Yeah.
pulling here. Definitely wanting a lot of resources, and I think if you get behind, it's going to be really rough to have any impact in this game as Vlad. But they are definitely playing a scaling game. They have the Lee Sin and Poppy, a lot of early action to try to get a snowball going for the Vlad and the Yunara. But I think if that doesn't happen, you definitely need to keep your eyes on the Kaisa and Viego, because if either one of those get the ball rolling early, I think it's going to look really good for SKT here.
Yeah, we could probably see the bot lane just snowball out of control from either side, and that dictating how the game goes. I wouldn't be surprised at all. The game just gets played right to bot lane the entire time by his junglers.
Yeah, I wonder how much practice Apari and Ray have actually gotten, because as I said, him coming through halfway in the season does limit the amount of time you've had to build. But if you have the Bard and Viego roaming together perfectly, that's going to open up the door to set up so many plays to just get the Viego super, super fed. And then it gets really tough for SR to play the game.
Who did you pick to win this series?
I said SR20 because Apari said he performs the best when people doubt him. So I'm doubting him to make it exciting.
I'll say 2-1 SR just so I give them that benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
Give them their one game.
I think Brewer said 2-1 SKT. I don't know how serious
2-1
that is,
SKT. Interesting. I could see him having a pop-up game early
yeah. So
when
looking
they
at
actually
the
have their
matchups,
champ pool.
Game Case has played against Sandy twice and actually won both games, so that could be something to look forward to here. And Hero and Apari have also played one series against each other. Hero definitely had the upper hand that way, but it wasn't matchups between these two teams, so I think that means it's going to be pretty different. But past performance on these champions is definitely something I want to look at. We've actually only gotten to see the Game Case Zyra once in a logged game. I believe he played it in Frostbite. But 6.0 KDA is really good. Obviously, everyone on Snarkify has performed really well on their champions. It is easy when you're 4-0. Gives you a lot of chances to win on champs. Lelouch having 9 games on the Renata, and same with Hero, although Lelouch has a bit of a better win rate. Definitely something that I want to look out for. I think SR is on Giga Comfort here, but we do see 2 first-time champions for the bot lane of SKT, at least in terms of Scrim Zone, and Honen's only played his top lane champion 3 times, which actually kind of evens out because Kage's only played Poppy once in the server.
Of course. Do you want me to stream the game for you?
No, I got it. I will.
Oh, okay.
I will just
I
right
didn't
click
see
spectate unless they have it
Okay.
disabled. I forgot to
Oh
open
no, no,
client.
no. I was looking around for you. What's your username?
Big Aristotle.
That's right. Arizona. There you are. I'll give it 1 second.
Uh, yeah. So looking at the season records, I think Viego's been underperforming a little bit. Both top laners have been pretty strong so far this season, and Yunara, I think, has been the scariest of everywhere here. We've seen actually 9 games of Vlad so far this season, 3-6, not performing super well, but it's been fun to get to see more of it. I think it's mainly showed up top lane because the extra levels tend to benefit him. He's a very greedy champion, likes to scale, likes to have a lot of resources, and those extra levels help him out. Yunara, I think having the extra items helps out. So
I haven't seen Zarmid. I'm excited to see this. I want to see how this functions in lane. I'm sure it's gonna be wave clear
they
heavy.
just told me that they couldn't invite me because I need to restart client, and then I got an invite. I
Oh.
oh good god.
It shows that you're not logged yet.
Oh, I had just restarted the client because Snark told me I had
Ah,
to.
okay.
I'm getting baited.
I think so.
Maybe I'll get an invite this time.
Okay, I think you're good now.
Yeah. I'll just like actually just play the game.
Hmm.
I like playing
Yeah,
Vlad. I'll
right.
just I'll steal the mid lane spot. Yeah, looking at
New
the
and improved
overall
Sandy.
records though, Zyra is super unplayed in this server. We've actually only seen 22 games of Zyra. She's one of the fewest played. So getting to see that from Game Case is very exciting for me. And on the other hand, we have Kaisa and Ornn who have hundreds of wins and hundreds of losses. So, that part of the map is very played out for SKT. But I think the
Yeah.
Zyra will add some excitement, and getting to see the Vladimir come out is another very not highly played champion. So I'm really excited to see how this mid lane plays out through the game. But obviously, I think Sandy's a little favored considering how well he's been doing this season.
I'm actually looking at this now, and so we see that Giraffe has 5 MVPs so far, and we see that Vitas and Sandy both have 3. So since they have to play 4 series, I wonder what the likelihood is that they just take that back over the next few games, since they have 4 games to play compared to the 2 that Red Sharks have to play, or 1. How many do you have left to play?
Yeah, we only have one to play. It'll
Yeah,
be interesting to
I
see
could see
like
it.
if they end up earning it. I think there's a
Mhm.
lot of potential. I feel like Hero's been performing really well recently. I think he could end up
Yeah.
grabbing some MVPs. I think Renata is a champion we tend to see get a few more MVPs than the average support.
Mhm.
It's really easy to have a high impact plays there, and given that Honen's on a bit of an off roll, I think that opens up the window for Kage to have a really standout game too, especially given that he has counter pick. So I'm excited to see
Yeah.
if anyone on SR will be able to pick him up. The fact that Vitas and Sandy have grabbed, I think, overall 75% of their team's MVPs is
Yeah.
not super duper surprising, but definitely a higher share than some people.
Yeah, Hanya and Hero have both had 1 each, and they both had 3 each. So I mean, if both of them have a good series today, then it's possible if they can just take over MVP today, or tie it,
Tie, yeah.
or at least get in the kill range.
Yeah, looking at the overall matchups in Scrim Zone, Bard and what's her name? Renata is obviously only 1 game, so not too big of a deal. But Kaisa being 1-4 against Yunara, that actually was the counter pick by Tuxedo into Snark's Yunara, which my opinion is his best champion. So we'll see if he's able to kind of outperform there. Especially, I feel like Bard is not one of the best pairings for Kaisa. If we'd seen something like the Alistar, I'd have a little bit more confidence there. Viego versus Lee Sin, though, that's 3-1. Obviously, not super decisive since it's only been across 4 games. One flipped result would lead them to be tied, but it's probably the best performing champion for both of these players. So this should be the matchup to watch. But as we've already talked about, I think both bot lanes have the ability to accelerate really hard in the early game. And I think if either of them do, it's going to be really hard for the other team to come back.
Of course, I agree with you. these are really like snowbally champions on both teams. I think anybody picks up a lead, it's just going to be really hard to come back from it. Lee Sin gets any kind of a lead, he just does so much damage and he has impact on the map. And plus, if your Lee Sin's pretty good, like Hero who has like 100 mastery on it, I think he knows exactly what he's going to do with each kick. He's going to try to get a really game-changing one every single time he goes in. I think Hero's going to be exciting to watch. I'm real excited to see Lee Sin. I normally see it get banned against him, but it's be interesting.
Yeah, I do think these team comps line up to be very interesting. There's kind of a lack of traditional control mages or just any sort of mage really here. Zyra is definitely more of like a CC oriented support champion. And I feel like the ability of Ornn, Zyra, Bard to like just completely disrupt the game, and then you have Poppy and Renata on the other side. I feel like that's going to make the life of all the carry players in the game really difficult. Like you have Lee, Vlad, and Yunara on SR who are going to have to deal with all this like area of effect, CC, and then Viego and Kai'Sa are going to need to deal with the same thing into Poppy. Kai'Sa can only really have to worry about Poppy's stun field if she somehow ults through it, which definitely can happen, but I think that's more on the Kai'Sa than the Poppy to make that happen. But Lee Sin, I feel like could have a good time, but there's also definitely a huge possibility of him just getting CC chained by everyone that is just going to look out for him as soon as he goes in. So everyone's going to need to play kind of conservatively, and I think if you go too aggro and don't watch the timers on the CC, you're going to get really punished.
Of course. I like SKT's team comp a lot, but I will say if they don't get to the objectives first before SR does, I think SR has the upper hand since they have Poppy and Renata with so much engage and peel for their Yunara and Vladimir. Vladimir has a lot of turn potential too. I think whoever gets to the objective first is likely going to win each team fight.
Yeah, and I think the spikes early in the game are much more present for SR, so I think they have an ability to start a lead, but I think once you hit the mid game, it's going to swing over in favor SKT very heavily if SR doesn't manage to pick up a lead. But I think once you get to the late game, I think it should be dead even for both teams. Vladimir and Yunara have a lot of scaling upside, but it's really hard to outscale a team with an Ornn that has other scaling champions to complement it. And I think Kai'Sa and Viego definitely fit the bill there. But we should be in game now.
No, absolutely. I didn't realize he had that much mastery on Zyra. I'm unfamiliar with
only seen it in Scrims once, but I think it's been known that it's been a little scary. Ray did just get walked out there. I feel like that's one of the more aggressive early games we've seen this entire season, but maybe we'll get to see some trading top lane. Kage already hitting Honan a little bit and definitely wins out on the health trade there.
Yeah, and both teams got the Raptors ward off, so they know exactly where each person's starting. They know where Lee Sin's starting. They don't quite know where Viego's going to be at until about 2 minutes in.
Yeah, I guess for all they know, he could be on the red buff right now.
No, of course.
It is a full clear meta, though, so I don't think they're going to be worried about. And I mean, honestly, with Viego, you're not really worried about that anyway, but them knowing where Lee Sin is definitely a big deal. Ornn gets really hard to kill as the game goes on, so if you're able to cheese an early kill off him with jungle help, I think that tends to be a big deal.
I've seen the meta shift in jungle a little bit more to where a lot of junglers, including early game junglers like Lee Sin, are pathing from their inwards camp all the way outwards and then resetting and getting like a long sword and then moving to their other side and clearing it and still getting to the scuttle on time. I don't know how well that still functions anymore. I don't know if they've done any changes. I've been kind of inactive on League the past couple weeks, but I know it's very effective on these early game junglers that want to catch a lead early and snowball the game. I was really surprised to not see him star on Raptors and go up. But I mean, this will function just as well.
Yeah, Game Case is pathing down. I thought maybe he was going to go for a ward to help out with the scuttle, but I think putting those seeds down, if you can trick the other person to walk into him, it does give away vision. Honan being forced to farm under tower here, but he's actually out farming the Poppy over these first couple waves.
I had to pull up my stuff as well. I'm actually watching from your point of view and mine. There we go. It's already introduced him as well. Yeah, he's doing good so far on the farm. Most lanes are pretty much even. I would say top lane is a little bit of like the most lead that they got on SKT. Hopefully it sticks to that and they keep going.
Apari could get caught here. He walks in, actually just gets collapsed on by everybody, has to dash away, but gets pulled in by Lelouch, and that is just going to be first blood giving over to Lee Sin. SR made the call to just rotate 3 people immediately to the crab, and Apari just did not get the read on that and walked in while it was pretty contested by the other team. Honan trying to trade pretty heavily on the top lane. Kage is going to be favored here. He does have the combat some with the Ignite, which he's been doing all season in favor of the teleport.
It's not bad at all if he wants early kill pressure, but I think if you're playing weak side top laner, I think having
now
TP
Game Case is getting collapsed on. He gets the root off, but I think he could still be in trouble. Hero is able to connect with the Q, but they are just going to have to back off. Apari's in range, has the flash available. The W is coming through, and Sandy actually flashes forward, is able to pick up a kill. Apari looking to find anything on the back of it, but his stun was dodged by the pool, and he's just not able to find anything. And this is a really good start of the game for SR, getting a kill on the Vlad and the Lee Sin early. Not to mention the Bard's base getting backed. That's such a tilter.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they're already up 1,000 gold with 4 minutes in. We'll see if they can kind of turn it around. They see a top laner kind of and out of mana, so I'm sure they're going to try and look to push and reset and get some items.
Yeah, Lelouch just took a ton of damage there. Kaisa did opt into the teleport and is going for a Manamune this game. I think going to look for more of a poke-heavy build. Try to whittle him down a little bit and then let Apari get those resets off, which I think makes a lot of sense into this team composition. Vladimir's going to be able to heal a lot, but everyone else is going to kind of struggle. But Gamecase getting so much damage down, has the flash available for him, and he's running forward and actually might be able to find a kill, but forces the pull out instead.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that he didn't get the kill there. He had a reset off on him. It's really good for his lane, though, because Vladimir's backing and he had a full 2,000 golds he was sitting on.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like Sandy was probably pretty safe there. He had the Ghost available if he really needed it. He's now using it to Ghost back to lane, but it's definitely hard to have kill pressure on Vladimir if he's able to hold his pool.
That's interesting. I haven't seen people Ghost back to lane. Considering Home Guards is pretty good. I guess it's fair because you have an entire wave push
it
under
just
your turn.
lasts all the way until you get back to lane. So I've seen it happen a lot with the first use of Ghost.
That's fair. Typically, you're not fighting early on in the game. So, I mean, getting it out early and having it back up for the next fight isn't too bad. It looks like both top laners opted in the tier as well. It looks like they're just going to be stacking the entire time.
Yeah, probably going to be less fun tier items top. I think we're probably just going to see a couple Fimbulwinters come through, but well, it is what it is. Oh, and Honan missing his own pillar there. A little unfortunate. Yeah. But he's still doing really well in the CS. I say as he just keeps missing that. I need to stop talking.
Yeah, he's sticking. He's saying even with him right now, he's doing pretty good. And plus he has a wave sitting under his turret, so he's probably going to catch a little bit of a lead here.
Yeah, probably was looking for a play top, but does just get spotted out by a ward. And the cross map was to just take a dragon. And I think a failed gank is a little less good for you than getting a dragon. So SR are very happy with how their early game's been playing out. But I think that's expected with the Lee Sin versus the Viego.
Oh, looks like he couldn't get anything. It looked like he was trying to cheese and get raptors and walk away, but it looked like they were already cleared. Well played by Hero. Really good tempo.
I guess Apari probably could have stolen the red buff, but very hard to know that. Huge stun coming out. Snark immediately has to burn the cleanse. Tuxedo looking to chase, but taking so much damage. Had the ultimate available, and he just goes forward. He's going to be able to pop the plasma, but I don't know if he has enough damage to get the kill, especially with the reset coming out from Renata. I think if that W went the right direction, it would have been a kill onto Snark, but Lelouch with the bailout, able to save Snark's life and completely turn that play around. It looked really good, but Renata, just such a disruptive champion.
Yeah, at the end, it was just a Lelouch diff. She operates that Renata champion so well. She's been playing it for such a long time. I would say probably since it came out. You know exactly when to use her undead ability. I forgot which one it is, but
W.
She knows exactly when to use it. Well played by her. Well played by Vitas as well.
Yeah, I mean, Ray found a really good stun to start that fight off. It just didn't quite work out. It's a shame that Tuxedo's W went the wrong way, though. I really think that would have made a big difference. Honen's been out trading the Poppy really hard, so I wonder if the Poppy's going to kind of be an outscaling pick, or maybe it was just comfort and hard to get really punished by the Ornn. But Honen's been playing this lane really well.
Oh yeah, I think they're gonna get a lot more team fight value out of Honen's pick than Poppy. I think Poppy's fine for sending people out of the fight or stopping dashing champions.
Hero did end up whipping the Q though, so I think that kills the play.
Mm-hmm.
The Root comes out from game case though, and they're just gonna get some poke down, but unfortunately wasn't able to catch him in the...
Yeah, they do get to clear
Snark
the
dashing in, looking for the 1v1 here. Tuxedo taking so much damage, has to flash away. Yeah, and SR's just been keeping the tempo up, forcing plays as soon as they can everywhere. It's been really hard for SKT to find any sort of advantages. Apari's down CS also. Into the Lee Sin.
Well, so grubs are up. It looks like they may want to start looking towards that. The entire top side of the map has not spent their gold yet, except for Viego. So everybody probably needs to get a reset off. If Viego wants to take the grubs right now, it's probably the best time. Looks like it's exactly what he's doing though. Looks like they're gonna get it.
Yeah, and I mean Ornn's able to spend his golden lane too, which is really nice for contesting early stuff if you're not backing wisely to counter that.
Of course. Looks like he is gonna reset anyways, but they do get the objective, so that's good for them. Have a lot of pushing pressure later in the game.
Some damage here, but I don't think they're going to find an angle to go in. I feel like Honen could be looking for a solo kill at some point, but ideally you just wait till Viego's top to give the kill to someone else. But he has been out trading the Poppy pretty consistently. The fact that she can cancel his ult, though, is a big deal. So I think it is going to make it hard for him to find a solo kill onto her.
Yeah. I wonder if Kage probably considers going TP next game. I think it's probably better considering they're just weak side champions. I would get like going Ignite against like Blake or Nishan top who are really aggressive and play carry champions, but I think it's probably better.
Maybe it's for the Viego in team fights.
No, of course.
I can see just pressing the heal cut button because I don't think he really needed it against anyone else. So having one Ignite in the fight could be legit.
Maybe like
Apari could find a solo kill here if he looks for it the right way. Apari able to find the stun onto Hero, but he immediately gets kicked, and Sandy is here to punish. Apari dropping down so low, Hero flashing forward to find the kill, and he's not able to do it. And now Ray could find a collapse onto Hero, but Lelouch has entered the fight, and now it is 3 versus 2 in favor of SR. But Hero burning the flash forces the flash out of Apari, but not able to find the kill. Isn't really what you were looking for?
Yeah, he was really close to getting that kick over the wall. I knew he was looking
almost
for
getting that kill.
Yeah, he was one auto away. That Bard came and saved his life. Looks like Ornn's gonna get 2 plates top lane. It's really good. That's really nice for him.
And it's always nice to get that in a blind picked lane too.
Yeah,
had the opportunity to stop something like this, but he's just down 20 CS and a plate, and Honen's just been giga chilling this whole game. Fortunately for him, the only member of his team to be chilling.
I would say if Kage had TP, I think it would just be
Tuxedo could be in trouble too. Snark has the ultimate available, is going to use it. Oh, and just misses the W, not able to find the kill there. Tuxedo had to ultimate out to save his life, and Apari's dropping down super low. I think Sandy is going to be able to pick up the kill, drops the E, and is able to find a second kill of the game. Has a Dark Seal this time, though, and GameK is trying to deal enough damage to ward these people off, but a ward is there, and Here's able to hop to it and connect with the Q. I guess he doesn't kill him. That was double summons burned by Zelda guy. Mr. GameK himself to get out there, and I think Hero's just going to be able to start up the dragon. That ward had so much value for him staying there.
It was really nice. Yeah, they're gonna get 2 dragons early. Got an ocean and a cloud. So really strong.
He's actually tending slightly off the dragon towards Ray. I think he's looking for him to walk up, but I think he is just choosing to finish the dragon. Could have been interesting though if Ray walked a little too close. That could have been a free kill going over to SR.
Yeah, they got the Mountain Soul this game too coming up. It's going to be high value for both of these teams considering they're play against high damage champions and you probably want that extra armor and shield.
Oh, yeah, here, let me
Yeah, they're really squishy, besides for their top laners.
Yeah, I feel like an Ornn with Mountain Soul is just kind of unbeatable if he has any sort of advantage. Like, it's really hard to kill him. I think Snark will be able to deal some damage, but Vladimir is not really known as a tank killer. So if they're able to find their footing back in the game, and especially if they get 4 mountain drags, I don't think they're ever killing Ornn.
Yeah, and Honen's up.
Yeah, Sandy could be in trouble here. He's trapped in between 3 people. Apari looking to take the Scuttle Crab, and Sandy actually walking up really far. Now they are looking for the collapse, but Pool is still available. And he actually gets stunned immediately by the Bard, and that is going to be a 500 gold shutdown going over to Apari, and that is exactly what SK needed to get back into that game. Bard just finding a really good Q stun angle, and there just isn't the reaction from Sandy there to be able to stop it. Now Apari resetting onto Hero. They're able to find a stun with the W. The stun from the Bard did not connect, though, so he is just going to be able to survive.
Probably the last person you want to get a shutdown on. Diego's just so hard to control if he gets the lead.
Now Apari's in trouble. Ray trying to slow him down with a Q. I don't think they have much of a play there. And the ultimate is used by Zyre to force them off the tower. It is 1 item completed by Tuxedo. He's almost about to finish his call, which could get him close to... I believe this is going to be a Luden's purchase.
Yeah, everybody's coming up on their power spike right now. Yeah, the cold buy is going really nice.
Yeah, Snark's
has good value.
Snark is looking for a kill here. I feel like Tuxedo could be in really big trouble. Or like a couple attacks will damage him, and the bailout is present. Tuxedo's just going to clear the wave, though. And Snark not able to find the tower. Gamecase has been playing really well. Had to deal with blind picking. Sandy had a counter. I feel like he's had a really good lane. And now Tuxedo could be looking for a play. Lelouch taking a ton of damage, but the Berserk does connect onto the Kai'Sa, but now the ultimate is available, and they are going to look for Lelouch. The bailout has not come through yet, and it looks like Ray is just going to be the first kill. Apari able to find a kill onto Lelouch. The bailout should not be enough to save her. And Tuxedo able to live, so it is a 1-for-1. But now Gamecase is in huge trouble, able to find the route onto the Vladimir, but Hero is just right there over the wall. Flash is not available for Gamecase, and he is just going to be killed. And that is a 2-for-1 for SR across the map. Big advantage for them. They're up 1.5k gold now.
I'm surprised it's only 1.5k gold right now, considering they're at 4 kills.
Yeah, they do have a lot of advantage in terms of dragons, though, and every time you take a dragon, you're giving up some resources across the map. So their actual lead is a lot bigger than the gold difference, we'll say.
Yeah, they didn't have a good trade, and it looks like Balling's going to get the first turret here.
And the Rift Herald. It's going to be easier for them to get even more turrets with the Rift Herald. Honan has ultimate available to him here. He could look to force something. He actually has not used his ultimate ability all game, and I'm not sure Poppy has either, which is a little bit interesting. Very passive top lane.
Yeah, he's up 500 gold right now. Should look to use it. I think that Kage's in killing range too.
Now they're 3-manning top. Kage will need to get a really good ultimate to be able to force this off. And now the Ornn ultimate is coming out. They're able to find the stun and just layer onto Kage perfectly. And that should be another kill onto Apari. Kage just holding his ultimate that entire time. I think he just accepted the death there. But Apari has 100% KP this game, and so does Bard. Unfortunately, one of the kills did go over to the Bard, but I think you're still pretty happy.
Of course.
And Tuxedo's dealing damage now. He has both items completed, and the Bard is roaming towards mid to try and make something happen here. I believe he has the evolve on his W already, but Snark walking forward, so much damage coming through with his ultimate, but Tuxedo now ulting forward and gets connected on by Hero Stratos. Hero diving in, looking for the kill. Snark should be the one to finish it off, and that is a killing spree for the Unara. And now Hero just going in is able to double down on this. Bailout not in range, but Hero is not going to fall to the tower, and that is a clean 2-kill play for SR. Kai'Sa doing a lot of damage, but it's not enough.
Yeah, now you got 3-0 Yunara and 3-0 Lee Sin. It's going to be really hard to come back into this game. They're going to have to get those shutdowns. Oh, wow.
Oh, Honan knows ball.
He knows ball.
I did not even know that was a thing. That's crazy.
That's amazing. Oh, yeah.
I will say, Honan plays a crap ton of Ornn support, so that's probably where that came from.
Honan's built different,
Tuxedo's looking for a kill here. And Pool is forced out of Vladimir really early, and he does not get almost any value out of his ultimate. And the tower shot should be enough to finish it off, but it's not quite. I don't think Tuxedo's going to be able to find the kill. Vlad is going to be able to walk into his wave here and keep himself alive. But Honen's looking to wrap around. I think he is just going to get caught. Flashes after getting connected on by the Lee Sin Q. But Viego is looking to find a kill. But actually, Sandy's able to outplay that and find a kill onto the Kaisa. Now Honen is getting taken down by the rest of the team. That is a teleport going bot. Apari is looking for a kill into Vladimir, not able to find it. The pool is lasting, and he's going to heal up with the empowered Q. And Apari's just going to fall as well. And that is a 3-for-0 for SR. SKT was able to find nothing there. It looked like they had a huge advantage against the Vladimir, especially with the flank coming through by Apari, but Honen gets caught and ruins that side of the fight, and Tuxedo just got outplayed.
As Vladimir has so much sustain.
Yeah, he has the death cap already.
Yeah.
Which gives him a ton of health, too, because why not?
Funny wizard hat. It's a lot of AP on him, though. A lot of healing. They have
Vladimir
only one
passive
champion.
Is infuriating. Guys like
Yeah.
3k HP without having bought really any.
Yeah. They only have one source of Grievous Wounds on SKT. They probably should look to invest in one more.
Yeah, I was
Maybe
talking
on
earlier
Bard
about
or
how
on
I feel like SR doesn't need much heal cut. SKT definitely needs a ton. Honen could look for it all in here, but has been conserving his ultimate this whole time, and Snark just deals so much damage, almost just one-shots Tuxedo. The Kaisa needs to play from range in order to get anything done. Apari is now looking for a play onto Sandy, but Sandy's been able to outplay basically everything this game. The Ornn ultimate is now coming through, gets layered down, and Apari is going to drop the ultimate, and Shutdown goes over to the Ornn. Should be able to get a little more tanky off the back of that. But it's like a 5k gold lead now, so they are definitely not as close as they were earlier in the game. And Snark is going to be looking for Tuxedo super hard here. Tuxedo has the ultimate available if he's able to connect with a couple Ws, but Poppy has a huge flank that they haven't been able to spot yet.
Yeah, it's getting a little out of their grasp right now. 5,000 gold.
Yeah, I wonder if next game we'll see Tuxedo swap back to top and have Honen play ADC. I think Honen obviously has been a really good support player, but I think ADC has been one of his best performing roles. There's a couple champions that he's just feels like it's impossible to beat him on. But I feel like they did the classic swap good player into good player, hope you get good results, and I don't think it's really been panning out for them here. Tuxedo overall has not looked great. Lelouch does get captured, is able to buffer the ultimate off in time, but I don't think it's going to matter. Huge, perfectly timed route for game case, and that is going to find a kill onto the Renata. Apari just ran for the body and got killed going for it. Really underestimated Snark's damage there, and I think that is just going to doom the play to be a 1-for-1.
Yeah, Shunara's up by 3,000, over 3,000 gold right now on the Kaisa. This is going to be really tough. I think that I would consider switching Tuxedo back to top lane.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Kind of play strong into weak, and just try to tell Honen to play a little safer bot lane.
Yeah.
Honen's played really good, though.
Right, he's been doing a really good job of playing safe. The problem is I think Kage's punishable by either of these two top laners, and it doesn't seem like Honen wants to pull the trigger on it.
No, of course.
Snark is walking forward, but the slow coming out from the Bard was enough to dissuade the play. They're able to find the tower here. It's a real big deal for them, and Snark almost finds the kill onto Bard, but now they get the Q to engage. They're collapsing down onto Honen, but he is going to walk into tower range, and the play does stop there. It's a 1-4 from both teams right now, and the Ghost just comes out from Sandy, but he immediately gets rooted by Game Case, and the ultimate is not enough to kill. Really well played by Game Case to survive that. If that root doesn't go off, he's dead. He's walking back in, though. I'm not sure if I love that.
He probably has pool coming up real soon once again.
Yeah.
You may look for Game Case to walk up.
Yeah, Ray's looking for a flank here. Ornn's in the area too, and Kaisa's really good follow-up, but Pari's just probably going to get killed by Snark here. There's 3 people collapsing onto him. He has to dash out. Goodbye, Red Buff. Hero missing the Q there, does want to go in, does get stunned up against the wall, and they're able to not connect on him with the W, and Honen just getting absolutely chunked here. So looking to get his ultimate off before he gets killed, but he's not able to do it. The Renata ultimate does come through, Snark taking some damage, but Game Case walking forward is getting a ton of damage onto Hero, but he's able to just dash out with the W. Apari looking for a play here, And Vladimir is
Vladimir's
not
not
in
there,
this
yeah.
fight, so I think it's maybe playable. And Kaisa actually
Of
ulting
course.
in, looking for the kill onto Snark, but does not have anywhere near enough damage.
Yeah, really close. Vladimir may be looking for that tier 2 turret, which can be a lot of value on him.
Yeah, this could be a second dragon going over to SKT, though. If they're able to even out on drags, that could be really good for their scaling. It does not seem like they're out of this game yet.
Evening up the gold for him. It's gonna be very valuable. It looks like the shutdowns aren't there anymore for SKT, so they're kind of limited to how they're gonna get back into the game. They're gonna have to go start looking for some picks, trying to catch some of these shutdowns on Yunar and Lee Sin.
You think the shutdowns are gone, but there is 1,300 gold sitting on the heads of Yunar and Lee Sin
there
on top
is.
of the
Yeah.
other kills. So I think they are going to be doing some headhunting. And unfortunately for SKT here, it feels like the 3 players who aren't their carries are the ones performing really well this game. It puts them in a bit of a tough spot. But I think Sandy might be caught here. There's 3 people. If Bard could find a creative angle, but I think if you do that, you give up mid tower. Tuxedo's looking to scout. Now they're looking to counter collapse onto this. Hero looking for a play. Honan has to kind of dash back in. Ray has a really good flank here, could catch them out. The root comes down onto Vladimir, which I think is really big. Hero narrowly able to survive. If they're able to take him out, that could be massive. Now the bailout has to come through, and Hero is going to be the first one to die. They're looking for the kill onto Ornn, and they're not able to find it. Vladimir falling down super low and is actually taken out by Tuxedo, and Apari with the resets onto the Yunar, and now he's going forward. The Ornn ultimate comes through, but actually a little bit of an anti-synergy there with the Bard and the Ornn collapsing at the same time, but that's a triple kill for Apari, and he is going massive on the Viego. They're sending someone to back for the Poppy, I believe, but they're just going to go for the Baron Nashor right now, and that would even the game out. It looks like they're just letting Kage do his thing, actually. And it looks like Renata did not have the hostile takeover during that fight.
Old gap is closing right now. For a minute, I had to go look back on it for a second, but I thought Honan like completely W'd the Lee Sin ult, but Lee Sin just kicked him back into his team. Looked kind of detrimental. Threw a tank right into your team, and he just ate everybody.
Yeah, I was surprised by how long Honan stayed alive in that fight, but the upgraded Sunfire Cape, I think, is a big deal. Your only real magic damage is coming from the Vladimir, and he does have Kanik. Kage could be caught here. They don't have Ornn ultimate, though, so I think he should be fine. Yeah, they are just going to back off. It's a 4-for-2 advantage for SR in the mid lane, though, so Tuxedo needs to be really careful. Voidseekers will start coming out here, but he missed the first one, so it's going to be a bit of a delay until he can start shooting him back off. Without vision, it is really hard to hit him consistently. Honan is in big trouble here, though. This is a 3-man rotate coming down for him. He's looking to channel the base, and he's just dead. They need to find an advantage somewhere else in the map. And this is just going to be another kill going over to the Inara, I believe. They're looking for a mid lane tower in trade, but now at this point they're outnumbered on the map, so they need to be able to find a safe retreat after this.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
It's a good job of not just giving up once one person gets caught, though. Maybe if this engage is staggered enough, Sandy actually can't be there at all, so this is a 4-for-4 if the fight goes through. And Poppy committed the teleport, so it is a good call to just back. They expend resources and you don't.
This Baron is going to buy him a lot of time as well for them to get back into the game off farm.
Yeah, they have half the Baron remaining, which should take them all the way until the next Mountain Dragon. If they're able to get a third one, it's going to be so hard to kill the Ornn.
No, of course.
And the Ornn is now respawned, so they should be back even on the map. Looking at the gold difference, it's 1,000 lead for top lane, a 4,000 lead for jungle, but unfortunately it's deficits everywhere else except for support for SKT, but it's definitely not like a game where everyone's ahead about 1,000 gold or 500. Their top side has been doing really well so far, and unfortunately for Tuxedo and Game Case, they are pretty far behind, though. About like 3,000 to 4,000 apiece. And now Snark is going in, almost finds the one-shot in Tuxedo, but does end up missing his second W there. And ultimate being burned away from Yunar is a big deal. And Honen's on the flank. Could find an ultimate angle onto 4 of them and is just going to press the button right now. Vladimir is still split from them. Lelouch is going to get knocked up, but it's so hard for Apari to find a way to go in. And Tuxedo just has not been hitting the Void Seekers this game. It's actually tragic. And now Snark looking for the kill, and Sandy is here on the flank. They're going to get 2 kills to start this fight off, and I think this could be really bad for them. Apari is looking for a reset, was able to buffer through the Berserk with his W, but it does not keep him alive for very long, and now flashes are coming out everywhere in this fight. Honen is going to be taken down, and I think this is just going to be a clean 5-0 sweep for SR. That was just a really bad fight. Actually, GameCase should be able to get out here, but really rough fight from SKT. Tuxedo just gets caught out immediately to start the fight, misses basically all of his abilities, and then Honen's flank just takes way too long, and Sandy's able to get there. Kage is picking up the solo kill onto the Zyra to end this fight, and Kaisa and Bard are going to need to try to defend a lot to keep this game alive.
Vladimir's coming in during that fight and just plays cleanup. Pull out the mop and just clean up like a janitor. Yeah. I think he grabbed 3 or 4 kills there.
Yeah, it was really disgusting.
Yeah, that was a really good flank by him. Just flash in with pool and E and just took everybody out. Sandy's just so good. Well played by him.
Yeah, and they are going to get their 3rd mountain drag here. I still don't think the game's over, but that's really not what you wanted to see come out for SKT.
No.
SR played that super well. I think SKT had a really good window to punish while Sandy was showing top, but as soon as he walks off top, you need to either fight quick or just, you know, get the hell out, and they ended up doing neither.
Of course.
They tried to fight right when Vladimir got there, and then you lose your entire advantage.
Mm-hmm. They were forced on the soul point now. The game goes on for another 5 minutes. They're going to be forced to play that.
Yeah, I wonder if SR is going to wait a little bit to take the Nash to try and sync it up with the Dragon, or if they're just going to try and take it on spawn. I think either works for them, but one might have a little bit of a better upside. And Tuxedo, again, not finding the W connection there. SR really looking to commit hard towards topside. Tuxedo can start firing Void Seekers, and the Ornn ultimate is just coming off immediately to start the fight, but Void Seeker again not connecting. Ornn gets a knock-up onto Snark, and Tuxedo walking in trying to find the range, and Lelouch's ultimate's going to miss basically everyone except it. They're able to find the kill on Apari immediately. Hero just going in on him, and they have Ray marked. Hero dashing back in, and Honen's all but out of this fight, and Kage just flashing forward, or dashing forward. He didn't use his flash there, but is able to find the kill onto the Kaisa, and that should just be the game. Both carries are taken out from SKT, and I think SR should just be able to walk this one down. It's kind of on GameCase to try and stall him out. He's found really good roots and actually a lot of damage onto Hero. He's taken him down and lost about 60% of his health from those plants. Could be enough to dissuade the push to end.
Yeah, they have a really good wave clear on the Zyra. As long as Zyra doesn't go down, it should be fine. Looks like Zyra's back in base getting...
Snark just gets to auto the towers here, which is not great.
Yeah, they allowed the minions to get in. It's going to be kind of hard here. Maybe looking to leave. That's what they do.
Just going to take a reset.
Yeah.
Kaisa's spawning right now. It's a little hard for them. Yeah, and Apari just getting instantly caught to start that fight. I think Kage and Hero both collapsed on him and were just able to take him down really quickly. They need the Viego alive to be able to get anything done in these fights.
Yeah, Viego's kind of all they have left in this game.
Yeah, Kaisa and Zyra can get a lot done if it's a slow fight to start it up, but the snap engages from Hero and Kage are just so hard to play around.
Oh yeah. Kind of just bursting people down and ending the fight early.
A huge knockup on the Snark, but he's able to just dash away from the ultimate, and now Apari taking more damage and actually ends up losing out on this trade with the ultimates burned, and Ray just trying to go in and 1v1 Snark. I don't know what the call was there, and he is just going to fall down, and now GameCase is dying on the back of this as well, and this is probably just going to be the end of the game for SR. They're finding really key picks here, and Sandy is so fast, should be able to run down the Viego, find the kill there, and now they've killed 3 instead of 2, and it's going to be a little easier for them to end. They took out everyone except the Kaisa, and they're able to stop.
Yeah, plus this time the wave clear's gone. Yeah, the wave clear's
gone.
Might be able
to find the kill into Snark, actually. No, he got the Renata. Tuxedo
Oh
getting
yeah,
knocked
there it
up and
is.
just taken down by Sandy, and they're just going to clean it up, find everyone here. Sandy and Kage are going to end the game. That was an exciting one. I hope we see the role swap come through for SKT though.
No, I agree. Odin played good, but I think they just need Tuxedo in the top lane. Need strong versus weak, and you just kind of have to flip the rest of the map. Just pray that Honan and the bot lane just play safe and
Yeah,
try
and
to carry
honestly,
through
I think
top
he'll be
lane.
able to. I feel like Snark's game plan is not to punish super aggressively bot. I feel like he tends to just try to farm up. So I think they maybe could get away with that. But we won't know if they don't try. Let me see. Apari has selected red side for SKT for this game. They haven't updated the rosters, so I will do that for them, I guess.
Who are you taking on the MVP this game?
That's tough.
You want me to start?
I mean, I feel like it's either Snark or Lelouch. I don't think
You
anyone
know,
else.
I don't know. I think Stark did fantastic. He had great KDA. He played very well. Good kiting, good follow up. But I think Lelouch just was able to keep Snark alive the entire time, so that he
Right. The
could do
the
that.
bailouts
Kind of
early in the game
enabled
were really
him.
good, and I feel like the one fight that they lost that mattered was the one fight where Lelouch didn't have ultimate. So like that's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
about.
No, I'm I'm leaning more towards Lelouch this game.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
It's no, I think the Snark played awesome. I think the Vladimir played good. I think Kage played a good weak side and was able to keep up and actually picked up a few kills later in the game. And Hero was just dominant on the map and was just playing inside of the enemy's jungle the entire time,
Yeah, no one
getting
played
a lot
bad,
of map pressure.
so it's
Yeah,
like it's really
no,
hard to call it. But
but I think Lelouch was just a deal breaker. Like that first 2v2 bot lane, just keeping Snark alive. It's just so pivotal in the
yeah,
game.
and honestly, that handshake on the Ornn, it was
Hmm.
I forget. I think it was like Lee Sin kicked him away, and then Lelouch pulled back in for the damage or something. It was like, or no, I think
No, that was sick.
Poppy E shoved away, and then Lelouch pulled back in.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, and I think the Ornult was coming off, so they just pulled him back in before he could ever use it. So it was just really good. Yeah, I'll say we get that too. Luis, that was great.
Sounds good to me.
Such a
I
deal
am
breaker.
I'm interested to see how these drafts go. I hope SKT knows that they're allowed to switch the roles of their players.
Yeah, I
'Cause I
hope
definitely would be
so.
bummed out if we didn't see that come through.
Hmm.
But maybe they just believe that this is the right way to go. But
Yeah.
if we're doing that, please do not pick AP Poke Kaisa again, because good
Hmm.
God, that it's like your entire damage depends on being able to hit these abilities, and you're not hitting them, and it's just a little unfortunate.
I think it's kind of anti-synergy just going a Bard with the Kaisa as well.
Yeah, I
I
mean, I
think the
think it
Bard
works
ult
if you're
and
doing
Kit
AP
has a lot of
Kaisa,
value.
but
Yeah.
if you're going a normal build, then you definitely don't want to be doing that.
No, you want take engage or some sort of hook engage. You just need something to sit up front and just grab people up and catch them out.
Yeah,
I think I don't remember if they banned Alistar or not, but if you had like Alistar or Nautilus, which I think Nautilus is banned,
yeah. I
but
mean,
if you
I
grab
will
one of
just
those
say
champions,
if your
it'd be so
game
good.
plan is to go something that pokes bot and you're going to draft a bard with it, just give Honan his Zareth. Don't like
No, of course.
like I feel like you would have got the same results there, except I think Honan would have hit a few more skill shots.
Yeah, like Caitlyn Jhin with it and just be really
I mean, we're
valuable.
seeing an Aatrox ban come out, so I think Snarkify is expecting the role swap. Yeah, and Bessa coming out too. I wonder if SKT told them. That would have been a nice move from them to do. Yeah, this
Oh,
is
of
just a
course.
triple ban towards top. I think we're almost definitely seeing a swap there. The Viego's gone, so you don't really need to worry about it. We could see Kane come through, but Poppy's actually taken away, and I think Lee Sin also does decently into Kane, but I would expect to see Hero drop his Zinzao, but no, they're just going to blind pick the Nocturne. I think that's not super surprising. I think SKT almost has to deny the Ori here, or it might just be cooked. Game Case has a good Orianna. Sandy probably has a better Orianna, so I think you just kind of got to pick it. You're put in a rough spot here. Probably just grab Ori plus jungle. Kayn actually synergizes somewhat well with it, but we're seeing the Varus come out, which is Honen's most played bot laner, so I think that really just solidifies that Honen's going back bot. And I do believe SKT probably communicated that to SR given the bans.
That gives a lot of like a higher chance to actually win this game too. I think Tuxedo just going top lane and playing against a weak side laner is just gonna be really nice.
Yep.
Hopefully they put Tuxedo on more of a carry champion in top lane too, and not just put him weak side tank.
Yeah, hey,
Like
maybe the
Cho'Gath
Varus
or
will be top.
yeah.
And we are just seeing the Kayn
maybe.
come through. I mean, I don't know if I love it draft-wise this early, but hey, this is an elimination series. You just got to throw everything that you can at it. Why not give up Ari his best champion that they banned out last time?
Yeah, give all you got. That's all you got left. If you know this is just the end of the road if you don't win.
Yeah, that
Back
is
against the
Ashe
wall.
Seraphine locked
Yeah.
in, which dual purpose does deny Honen his, in my opinion, his best bot lane champion in case they end up going to a game 3, but I think they're just picking it because it's super annoying to play against, and Seraphine Nocturne synergy is insane. We are just seeing Tuxedo blind pick the Yone here. They actually did not opt for just slamming the Nocturne Ori, which is a little surprising to me, but I think not knowing what Tuxedo's on kind of makes sense. I hope
Does
they
this kind
ban it.
of does this confirm the AP Varus top? Is that what I'm thinking? Because they just go double AD jungle mid.
Oh, I'm thinking this might be Tuxedo Yone. We've seen that before. I believe he played that against y'all.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
he played really good too.
Being banned away from Kage here. Tom Kench taken away from Ray, which makes sense into the Nocturne. That is a really smart ban. Zillion could be another good ban, but I don't know if Ray plays that. His two main champions are still available, though. The Alistar and Rakan, both not contested at all this time around, and we've seen them basically permaban against him.
Yeah, and there goes Orianna ban.
Thank God.
Yeah.
It'll
Probably the best ban you could do there.
be a support pick for SKT first, and then hold counter pick for game case, which would mean 2 R5 picks for SKT. I mean, I guess the Yone is a flex, but Milio is going to be the pick instead. Prevents it from being denied from Lelouch in this game for next game.
Maybe a Honen Thresh look here.
True, I hadn't considered that possibility. I guess Ray could play ADC.
Yeah, I think that's maybe a game case Mel. Unless Honen plays
this is a
Mel,
really
I
good
don't know
pick here. The reflect on the either the Ashe or Seraphine
Or
ulti can
Ray.
just completely
Yeah, my
warp
bad.
the game. I don't think it really matters what Sandy picks here. Sandy just needs to not lock Ari, though.
No, of course. You just grab Silas here right now. Just throw E out.
Yeah, that would be good. It is going to be Echo hovered.
Oh, they left it up. Yeah.
Yeah, they did choose to
It's a
ban the
good pick.
Maokai away from Kage, which I think is a little interesting. I'm guessing the Ornn was probably their counter pick into the Maokai. So now with Ornn off the table. But it is going to be Fizz instead, which I think is actually better for game case because he can reflect something more useful. And it is going to be Malphite as the last pick. Obviously, Mel isn't reflecting shit there, so that's good enough counter into Varus and Mel. I think this is a pretty solid blue cane game, but I think it's a little hard to play out either form. I do want to see what Ray's going to do with R5 here.
No, of course. This is going to be hard for Varus this game. It's very mobile and squishy. Just have Nocturne and Malphite in the game with the Fizz.
You're into like 2.5 AP champions, and the taunt can pull Nocturne off somebody. And you can have the global to match the global, but the problem is once Nocturne presses the R key, Galio cannot ult anybody. So it's a bit of a self-counter pick here, but I am thinking it'll pan out decently, unless this is Mel support and it's Galio mid into Fizz.
I could probably see that happening. I don't know what Ray plays.
I think they neutered Mel's support though, right? Surely.
Yeah, I think the Emax thing is kind of done for.
Let's see the stats. Support 44% win rate. Mel support is better than Mel top or Mel jungle though, and it's still picked in 27% of her games. But I think it would be a mistake to do that. ADC is their
Mm-hmm.
best role, unsurprisingly.
Let me check this.
At least Plat Plus. I mean, I would just imagine this is a Mel mid.
Yeah, Mel mid's just so much more obnoxious. There's a lot of good poke on the Fizz. I think it's gonna be a rough day for Fizz if he decides to
Yeah, I like
try
the
and go in
Echo a
on the
lot
Mel.
better, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at
I
least
guess the
on
Echo
Echo
has to
you can
deal with
stick.
more of the CC, and Fizz should have an easier job taking out the Yone and the Varus.
Also Mel W doesn't have a lot of value on Echo besides for his Q, but it's like one ability going out and it's just slow.
Yeah.
While Fizzle's just so much better, has a lot of
Well,
damage.
if you're able to reflect it and you don't take 2 hits of the passive, that I will say
Yeah.
is worth it.
No, of course, yeah.
Oh, this is certainly a fun draft by SR. I feel like they drafted super standard and then they have a Fizz on top of it.
Yeah. I
I
don't
don't
think I've ever
know.
seen Sandy play Fizz. I don't know what the stats are on that, if he's played it
I
before,
have had to
but I'm
play
really
into it in
excited.
scrims, and I wanted to never
Hmm.
have lived after dealing with that. So
This sounds like every Fizz lane, though.
it's good.
That's good to hear for him.
Let's see if he's played it in the server. He has once, and he went 15, 8, and 9. It was in a sign up, though. Into a Morgana.
As much as I
Honan
want
was
to pick,
actually on his team. Oh, wait. He was
mhm.
playing Fizz into Ray Galio support before.
Yeah,
We've
here we
seen
go.
this. Apari was on Viego against him that game and went 5 and 15. Oh, and Tuxedo was actually all there. They've like actually all had
Wow.
practice. 4 out of the 5 people at SKT have played in a game with Sandy Fizz before. Maybe that will help them. I don't know.
No,
Tuxedo
of
was playing
course.
Zed top, so
Tuxedo plays that top. Oh my gosh. Oh, let me. Are we R?
yeah.
So, okay. Awesome. That's it.
Yeah, for future reference, if you're watching this, you do not have to ask the casters if they're ready. As long as you have spectate enabled, they can just join later.
No, of course.
Especially the late night series. No reason to keep people up too late if you don't have to.
Hmm. Yeah, this was 8:30 start.
Yeah, not as bad as the nines, but
Yeah.
I
The
I
nines are
do miss
horrible.
the days of everyone being in the same time zone, so we have to deal with less of this.
Hmm.
Oh, it would be splendid if they had done Fizz Jungle Nocturne mid, but absolutely no chance of that happening.
No, of
Although that is
course.
like no projectiles for, or does Nocturne's Q count as a projectile?
Uh,
It like
I can
I
look at
feel like
this.
it
I'm curious.
shouldn't, because it's like he
Yeah.
just kind of lays out a carpet on the ground.
Well,
That would be
I
that'd be
guess if
evil.
Huawei's QE is a projectile and can get blocked by Yasuo, W and
Okay,
Mel Ws, I mean,
yeah, that would
I
probably
would
work
assume
too.
it would be.
I wonder what
I'll have to see
does.
the
It work
interaction
for
scheme.
Mel, or like does it like did they get to do anything with the Nocturne terrain? I don't know.
Mason's saying it's not, so I'm
Okay,
gonna trust him because he's the classic jungler.
yeah, knows more about Nocturne than us probably.
Yeah. Oh, and then
Anyway,
oh my
give
goodness.
me
Oh, it is
Nocturne.
a projectile. I'm reading wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. I see knocked and I see not. No, okay. Yeah, it
Okay,
is a projectile.
okay. I just want to know if it makes Mel walk faster now and gives her what bonus
I
AD,
think that's part
right?
of the
Gives her
Q
fire
passive.
damage.
So it's like it can be reflected. I will say I SR is the more fun draft, so I would typically pick them, but I really want SKT to stick in this game
I don't know. I think Yone
and
Kane
hopefully pull it out.
is fun. We get to see Apari Kane finally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm
That
excited
could
to
be
see
fun.
that.
I don't know. We'll see.
No, Party's
I do
great.
have our champ assets though. These matchups have played out before. Yone's 1-0. Kane's actually 2-1 in Scrim Zone against Nocturne. We haven't seen Fizzmel before, not really surprising. Seraphine's owned the fuck out of Galio for one game. And Ash is up a game, but worse KDA into Varus. But basically dead even across 9 games. So I think both of them should be pretty happy. Going on to the player matchups, we've seen more of these actually. So Kage has actually lost both games he's played into Tuxedo before. We could see that hold true here, but past performance is what we're all about. Sandy's 1-0 on the pick, and Vetus and Lelouch have actually, none of them have won on these bot lane picks. So 0-4 across the board, whereas Honen's played 30 games of Varus and Scrims. Apari 9-7 on the Kane all time, Hero 2-2, and Kage is winless on the Malphite into Tuxedo, who's only grabbed a single game onto the Yone. So could be interesting to see this play out. Malphite has actually been doing horrible this season. He's 9-22. Kane actually 8-4, which is a big change from last season where he was doing horribly. Galio 15-15 this season, one of the most played champions we've seen in this game, but Ash and Malphite are definitely up there too. Overall records are not too much different. Seraphine's been played a shit ton in the server, so is Kane. Kane and Varus are actually both 88 and 89, which is very interesting.
A world where both junglers decide to path away from each other. I could see Kane pathing to bot lane. I can see him going either way because you have a lot of CC bot lane, but I could see them wanting to get Tuxedo rolling early, get him to that Borg power spike, because once Yone gets Borg, it's kind of just hard for Malphite to play the game. He just gets shut down completely.
Yeah. Luckily
Nocturne,
for me, my loyal intelligence eunuch has informed me that Apari has been playing Summon Airy Ignite Kane and solo queue, so maybe we'll get to see that come out. But
it's like poke W on his range form.
Yeah, and then drop the ignite when you go in. That would be fun. I don't think we'll actually.
We're gonna
see
find
that,
out,
but I really hope so. It'll be interesting.
We're gonna find out right now. He went the ignite. He went Dark Harvest.
That's more fun actually.
So he is opting into the blue Kane this game.
Yeah, almost definitely. I mean,
unless he's just gonna go.
Anything could happen.
Yeah, unless he's just gonna go like a Dark Harvest damage red Kane, but
yeah, Sandy
just going Conquer is always better.
I think makes sense. Yeah. Sometimes you see PTA Fizz, which I think is really fun, but not quite as good. Yeah.
Double Ignite top lane too.
That's exciting.
So like yeah.
I think we wanted Kage to go Ignite if he was into Tuxedo. I think we're going to see a lot of early fighting, and stopping some of the healing with the Yone is going to be good.
Yeah,
that's a really cool Mel skin.
No, of course. Oh, yeah, it's really nice. I think is that a chroma too?
It has to be. I don't know what the actual skin is.
Nice. No, I know that's a I know it's a chroma on Ash.
Yeah.
I think that's a project.
That Ash skin is evil.
Yeah. Project Ash is just the best skin on Ash.
Yeah, because it makes your arrow invisible at some frames. It's a little stupid.
Yeah, it's really nasty. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, you opt into bone plate in this game, but he gets the electrocute Brock off on Fizz. Well played by Sandy, but he does get poked out a bit. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, I would expect Tuxedo to be able to punish Kage a little more this game, especially with Kage still having yet to win a game of Malphite in the server, so maybe he has some sort of advantage there. I think Game Case should be pretty comfortable in this matchup. We've seen his Mel before, and it's looked really good. He's able to find a root here and trade decently heavily onto Sandy. I think this game really could just come down to him getting a good reflect onto Snark and just hitting him in the face with the arrow, or the Seraphine and just hitting it on everybody. They're going to need to be careful with when they use their ultimates.
Kill me. I need to stop watching mine. I need to watch your stream. I was talking ahead.
Yeah, just like half a second. It was close.
Oh yeah, I was talking ahead. I was looking at mine because I like looking at the gold graphs and everything.
Yeah. Tuxedo going in for a very aggressive trade here. I think he should be able to get a lot done. Gets the knock up and comes through. And yeah, that's actually Ignite being dropped by Kage, though.
That's really good for Tuxedo.
Yeah.
Because he still has Ignite and Flash. He could probably look to get a kill on a tower dive here.
Oh, he misses the knock up there. He's able to get a huge
shield.
Oh,
that would have been huge. Yeah, if I'm Tuxedo here, I'm going to look to tower dive. But Nocturne is in the area.
In order to do it, he's just got to hit the tower.
Yeah, it's so worth dying there. He does, like on tower dive 1-for-1.
Yeah.
So good. Nocturne is looking like he's going to be padding up the top lane and trying to look for a kill there.
Yeah, I think Tuxedo might be able to outplay it. Especially because it's
Wait,
really easy for him
advantage?
to get out of the Nocturne fear.
No, of course.
Really good trade from GameCase here. If he sells the root, I think he could maybe find a kill. But now Nocturne is just pathing top. He spawned out on a ward, though, so Tuxedo should live, unless he really egos. Honing down a few CS, but I don't think anything super major here. That was a little rough from Ray. I think they're going to need to look into the base here. Nocturne just
not the best look. Took a lot of damage. But Kane is bot side. He can look for maybe a sneaky little gank. But it looks like it's
a scuttle this time.
Yeah.
Tuxedo is so close to getting a kill, drops the Ignite, and that should just be a solo kill. Yep, nice. Tuxedo starting the game with a kill, and this is why you put your good top laner in the top lane. And GameCase just finding a solo kill onto Sandy, too. Things are looking really good for the solo lanes here for SKT.
It's a bloodbath of a game, but bot lane does get pushed out. As long as bot lane just plays safe and just try to play even this game. It's already 10 CS behind, almost 2 waves down.
Hero looking for a kill on the GameCase here, but Apari's behind him. And I think this is really just going to turn into a bunch of orbs for Apari. They're able to find a root, though, and GameCase getting some additional damage down. If he's able to find one more Q, it could be a kill, but they forced the flash out of Hero instead. I'm not sure if that was necessary, but...
It's looking really good for them. Yone's up like almost 3 waves right now. Has a nice back with Vamp Scepter and 2 daggers. This can be really good for them. Top lane's really ahead. Say if Kane wants to play the top lane, that's going to be really good for him. But if he wants to get his blue, then he needs to start ganking bot lane a lot more.
Yeah, and Apari looking for something mid. Really just going to clear the wave and push Sandy off the tower. He's able to dodge the tower shot with the E, though. Yeah, Malphite going for the more poke-oriented Q-Max build, has some mana already to mitigate some that you need to use there. The GameCase just gets collapsed and loses half his health immediately in that trade. He needs to stop using the E offensively when the E's up for Sandy.
That's an insane spike of power on Fizz, just only getting the Dark Seal and the Amp Tome, and just having that much damage in his kit after that.
I think if GameCase didn't have a lost chapter, I think that would have looked a lot different.
No, yeah. Last chapter has a lot of good value here. Pretty standard for Mage's mid lane.
Yeah, and Honen's going for an AP Varus build, it looks here, which I think is fine. It kind of gives you 2 champs of each damage type. Probably just going to go for the Dusk and Dawn first and then build into more on-hit centric build, I would guess.
Yeah, the dad build's pretty good right now.
Yeah, and Honen is probably just going to be dead here. No, he paths up smartly. This Ashe Seraphine lane is so brutal to play into. It's really easy to get stunned randomly out of nowhere.
They are keeping up in farm. I thought they were going to fall back a little more, but they are staying around that.
Yeah,
10
I
farm
think it's a little
range.
misleading because they have an entire wave to farm under them, so I think they're up a couple waves.
Yeah.
But a lot closer than you'd think, considering they role swapped away from this lane the first time around. I wonder if you're like living to regret having done that in the first game, but since it's fearless, I don't think you're too worried about it. You got the Yunar and Lee Sin games out of the way early.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fizz could look for an ulti, but if it gets reflected, it just completely ends the game. Nocturne is coming mid, though, and has ultimate on it, and Sandy, or the GameCase flashes mid, is able to find a kill into Sandy, but I think Hero is going to be able to pick up the kill in return, but the root comes through.
He
has barrier still,
Kane
but I think
get there.
Oh, he is going to use it. Might have been better to just hold the sums. But good one for one. Wow. It looks like he was just dead.
That's a very good 1-for-1. Yeah, this Mel's really strong right now. I think GameCase could probably look to roam with this jungler towards top lane, just making more plays. They have a lot of pressure on this on this top side of the jungle. So once Grubs come up, they can easily take that.
Yeah, it looks like Sandy
good
could be
for
looking
pushing
for a
power.
roam down towards bot. At least getting some vision to make sure that they don't sneak a dragon. And I think GameCase has had a couple of rough series so far this season, but this series at least, I feel like he's looking almost, I wouldn't say even with Sandy, but dead close to it. And he's definitely outplaying him so far this game. Obviously, a bit of an easier lane because he has the range advantage.
Yeah.
But even in the Blind Pig Zyra game, that looked really good. He actually might have an angle here. Gets a lot of damage dealt on the Q, and any more would have found the kill.
Doesn't have ult though.
He didn't have it, yeah.
GameCase is playing extremely well this game.
Yeah, the Mel is really good comfort for him, and I'm not sure how much I like the Fizz counter into it.
I think he kind of countered himself because we were talking about the reflect on his ult.
Yeah.
Can be a little more difficult for him.
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
That arrow does connect onto Honan. I'm not sure if it's going to be a kill. Honan hits his ultimate in return, but the ultimate is burned mid. Both Seraphine and Fizz ultimate are used, and they're able to find the kill onto Mel. Apari feared, but he's over the wall. If he can get to the wall here and Q out, he should be okay, but Sandy going for a really good flank, and he is just getting
dead.
Actually, Ray's ultimate could be used here to save him, but Lelouch able to pick up the kill instead, and then some damage being dropped, but I think Ray is just going to get added to the casualty list here. Kage ulting over, but now huge ultimate coming out from Tuxedo, but he immediately gets Nocturne ulted. He's able to find the kill onto Sandy, so it is a 1 for 2, and they've evened the kills back out at 4-4. And both the Mel and the Yone having 2 kills. Kane's only died once, probably has decent stack on his orbs. I think you're in a happy place right now as SKT. Especially because Snark doesn't have any kills.
I think if I'm Malphite, I'm looking to abuse the Yone earlier in the game and trying to get ahead on farm, but he's
you mean you wouldn't be down 49 CS?
I don't think it'd be down 49 CS, but I'm not going to be. I will probably be later in the game because of the Bork spike on Yone, but if I'm going Arcane Common, I'm looking to abuse this guy. I'm early on.
I
know it's hard.
And actually, I think Apari might be able to secure this first dragon for the team. Nocturne's sitting top lane. Tuxedo is not going to have ultimate for a while. And Tuxedo could be in trouble, but gets a really good knock up here and might be able to just kite this back out. The fear is going to come through, but it pushes him closer to the tower, and I think Tuxedo is just going to end up falling down here. Snaps towards the tower, tries to bait a couple tower shots onto Hero, but it's not enough. But I think you're fine trading that. It was a no shutdown kill in exchange for Ocean Dragon.
Yeah, plus he's still up 50 farm, so it's not like he lost a bunch.
Yeah, SKT has a gold lead despite being down the kill. And a huge Honan flashes forward through that play, and Galio able to find the taunt. Honan not able to find the kill, but it is going to go over to Ray instead, but I think Ray is going to fall down from that. That was an insane play from Honan. He knows he doesn't have the cleanse available, so instead of trying to dodge instead of trying to just take the Seraphine ulti, he flashes through it and just finds the kill. And now Apari might be able to find a kill onto Snark. Is just going to drop the ultimate. Should have Q available, and it is going to be enough damage. And actually, we just missed a solo kill mid, so I'm going to go back and watch that because GameCase just solo killed Sandy and we missed it.
Yeah, Snark was starting to look like the rank 4 Ashe player in North America for a minute. He looked awesome.
Hits a Q. Misses the second Q. Oh, and he forces the root over the wall. I think he does reflect the ultimate, or Sandy just misses it, and that is enough to get the kill. Buffers the Q before he lands. Yeah, really well played. Speed up a little bit. Oh, okay. And of course I just missed. Hero killed it. Killing GameCase. So, you win some, you lose some. Whoops. I was like, no one's anywhere near each other on the map. It's fine. I can keep fast forwarding.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You see a bullet come flying into mid lane.
Yeah, can I actually catch us up now?
Get assassinated.
Okay, I'm gonna just go back to normal speed. I don't know how far back I am.
No, it shouldn't be that bad. I don't think we miss anything other than the kill mid.
I'm like 30 seconds back. Okay, I'm not gonna try and catch up.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
30 seconds won't be much of a difference.
Yeah, well, we're not even. I fast forwarded through Hero's ultimate. He's now 3-0-2. He is definitely the strongest member on his team. Yeah, only slightly ahead of the Ashe, actually. The call is helping out a little bit. A huge root comes down from Honan, able to get a lot of damage, but really good counter ultimate from Lelouch. And I think Ray should be able to get on top of both of them. If Honan can find an arrow onto Snark, that should be a kill, but he just gets caught by so much damage. He's looking for the Q, and that is going to end up missing. Nocturne's in the area. They don't know this yet. His ultimate just came back up, so he is just going to be able to find a kill. But he dashes away, and he tried to taunt him out of midair if he was going on to Honan. But actually, neither of them are going to die. Really well played by the bot lane of SKT to both live there, and Tuxedo should be able to find a kill on Kage here. The ultimate is going to come through, and snapback should be enough with the ignite, but Sandy should be able to find a counter kill here. No flash available. Shield coming through for Tuxedo, and Sandy's playing this so patiently. Make sure that he waits for the dash to come out before he ultimates, and is able to take it down. And I think there should be a tower going over to Snark, so now the kills are going down to the carries and the gold from the turrets for SR, and I think they're in a very solid position for where they want to be. But I don't think either team has a super clear lead at this point.
The kills are a lot more even this game. Looks like everybody's doing a little better about their picks on SKT, and the lane assignments are a little better for them.
Yeah,
I think that Yone is going to be up.
Yeah, he's only up 60 CS, guys. He's only more than double CS.
I think he's going to be a little strong this game. It's going to be very hard to deal with, including if he just lands a really nice ultimate on even 2 people. It's really good. Just getting the man advantage in that. He's getting all the damage off.
Yeah, I think Honan's just going to die here. Overextend just a little bit. Actually, huge amount of damage coming through, and he forces the flash out of Fizz. Really well played by Honan. I think this Varus champion might be Sandy's kryptonite.
He doesn't even have dad yet, man, so it's like...
Yeah, and they're having a huge flank on mid lane. Snark gets the arrow off, but it's not going to save him. And now Tuxedo looking for a dive top. I think he has the damage, but he is just going to back off, wait for his ultimate to come back up, and maybe try again. Yeah, clean pick onto the Ashe, though. They lose basically nothing for it.
Mm-hmm. Give me Hubris this game on Kayn. I'm really excited to see this. If he gets a couple kills, he can just leave Snowball. But you're kind of lacking a bit of a frontline.
Oh, and he's able to get the ultimate. He gets the ultimate on him under tower. And Tuxedo gets the shield, and that should be able to find a kill. But wow, it looked like Kage had that for a second.
Well played. Yeah.
That's a heartbreaker.
It looked phenomenal. Yeah.
I guess it's not.
I thought you had him.
Diego had the heartbreaker in the last game. But.
Yeah. This is how they get you on Yone.
Tuxedo needs to get the fuck out of here, though. Sandy's going to kill him. I don't think this base is fast enough, but I guess Sandy gave up on it and is trying to defend the tower instead.
Yeah.
Pari looking for a steal here, has the blue Kayn already, and is just going to dash in, and that is going to be a kill secured for Hero, but the knockup comes through with the Galio. The taunt does connect, but Apari not able to get the ultimate off in time, and Ray not able to find the kill onto Hero either. Honan whiffing the ultimate, and then gets flashed on by Snark, and the TP is coming through for the Malphite, and I think Honan is just going to be dead. And unfortunately, that did not pan out for SKT. They developed a kill lead, but they tried to steal the dragon and lost 3 members for it. Yeah, I think if Apari had stolen the dragon, you're not too upset about being put in that situation, because then you have the same gold deficit that you had before, and you're up a dragon, but now you have the same gold deficit that you had before, and you no longer have a dragon lead. And Gamecase gets a huge root on Snark, tries to buffer the Q through, but he is just going to die. But the ultimate goes through, and actually Gamecase might be able to survive. Lelouch could be in danger of dying here. It gets hit by the root, and Ray just goes in to confirm it. That's a double kill for Gamecase. He's playing so well this game.
Yeah.
And Tuxedo wasn't able to find the solo kill onto Sandy top, but now Kage ultimate's in, but he is going to pay the price for it, and he does get killed. And I don't think there was a shutdown there. This game is crazy.
Yeah, Gamecase can't catch a break this game. He gets a kill or two, and he just keeps getting assassinated by the enemy champion. Enemy jungler, the enemy top laner. But he did get the double kill. That's so good for him.
That was such a fun sequence, though. I feel like literally everyone had a good play all in the span of like a minute.
I think that's so Shadow Flame that he's building right now, too. He did have 6 Dark Steel stacks, but it goes down to 1, unfortunately. That would have been really nice if he can keep those, but...
Yeah, Fizz being kept down to only 2 stacks, so it's not like a huge mismatch between the mid laners.
No, of course. Yeah, and once this Mel gets Shadow Flame, it's just going to be so hard to deal with. It's going to be really annoying to try and trade into. You have to kind of one-shot or don't.
Yeah, Tuxedo has the dash. It is going to connect it, has the ultimate available, but is just going to try to use it to get it out. Hero's ultimate just completely stifling that play. Really unfortunate for Tuxedo there, but both ultimates had to be used from Fizz and Nocturne. Oh, and Hero could be in big trouble here. Just gets taunted, and Gamecase is here to follow up, but Gamecase gets engaged on by the mid lane, and Honan able to find a kill, but Gamecase just gets collapsed on, and that is going to be the Malphite ultimate to finish it off. And Honan looking for a play onto Lelouch here, might be able to find it, has to have the Q available, and doesn't quite. Galio trying to get out and is able to disconnect, but Apari looking for the kill onto Snark, not going to be able to find it, is going to drop the ultimate though, and might be able to get a double kill onto Lelouch and Snark at the end of the fight, but he waited too long to do the Q. He wanted to find the perfect angle, and he does just get taken out. And that's a 2-for-1 in favor of SR on a play that looked like it was SKT's to lose. Gamecase just gets caught out in rotation trying to help them.
Yeah.
And then Apari just not able to execute the flank correctly. Yeah, I mean, I kind of hate to say it, but Hero's been absolutely outplaying the hell out of Apari this series. Yeah. I think that was the matchup we were looking for, and Apari has not looked great on either of his two signature champions, and Hero's showed up on both of his. Not that
he's so high impact
signature, but this series it has, or this season it has been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hero's really high impact in both of these games. He just had total map pressure over every single game that he's played in the series. Like last game, he was so hard to deal with. He was getting good kicks, good picks.
Yeah, and that ultimate gets reflected onto the Fizz, and he might get taken down, but he is able to just immune his own ultimate. So maybe not as bad of a counter as we thought it was.
No.
Really good reaction time from Gamecase, though. That was not easy to spot. Oh, and he finds the root on over the wall. And that would be enough to kill, I think, if Fizz doesn't have E, but he probably does. Gamecase been playing so freaking well. Honan did just opt for the Verdant Barrier this game. He's a decently good call with all the ultimates you really don't want to get hit by. And the amount of AP damage they have, but he's able to find the root, and he actually, there we go, just the Verdant Barrier value immediately going in. And now Hero dashing in on top of Honan, seeing that he blew it, but that is a first kill going over to Gamecase, and they're looking for a chase. Apari not able to connect with the W, and I think they're just going to let this play fizzle out. It's a 4-for-4 in the mid lane. And now they have to send Sandy to go match Tuxedo in the top lane. But I think that does guarantee them the dragon, and Gamecase just continues to connect with his spells and get so much value. Tuxedo now having to do a little ring around the rosy against Fizz. But it seems he should be okay here. That is the dragon secured for SKT, and I think this game's back to dead even. Not in terms of gold, but, you know, effective gold. And Tuxedo drops the ultimate immediately onto Kage. Ultimate is forced out. I think Tuxedo should be able to pick this up anyway. Drops the Ignite just to make sure. That is a solo bolo. Not in the top lane, but between the top laners. And he is Flame Horizoning this guy, and then some.
Wow. 20-minute Flame Horizon. How about that?
Yeah, this is disgusting. He like literally has like 2.2% of his CS or something. Like,
yeah, and he's going AP Malphite top lane.
Yeah, like, that's a bit interesting. I don't know. Maybe just think that's the only way it'll be useful. But the engage just come out. Nocturne ultimate is dropped. Sandy looking for something. Not really able to find anything yet. And the Ash Arrow does miss. I think they should be able to take down Sandy. And he does go down. But that is 2 kills in favor of SR so far. And that is no mana left on the Mel. And they're just pathing towards the Baron. Or maybe the Yone.
Be easier Baron. You got your bot lane with full health. Yeah.
Yeah, and Apari needs the base. He was showing bot. They've dropped the defensive wards. Hero falling down super low, but Lelouch should be able to keep him alive. Yeah, there we go. The plant is burned, but now they know about it. I don't think they can stop this. Came just a little too far away. Tuxedo doesn't have the ultimate, does flash forward, looking for the kill onto Hero, and does not have enough damage to do it, and I think Snark should be able to pick up the kill. And yeah, the Q activation is going to do it. Apari and Gamecase looking for something here, but not able to find it. But okay, they are able to take down Heroes. They stop one of the Barons and are able to counter the kill, but that is still just a Nash going over to SR for free. Oh, Apari looking for a kill onto Snark here, but just immediately gets Malphite ulted and gets taken down. But actually, GameCase able to find a kill onto Ashe, saves Kane's life, and Ray not able to find anything onto Kage, but maybe GameCase can. Blast coding over the wall. And honestly, that ended up being a lot better for SKT than it looked like it possibly could have.
Yeah, they took down 2 of the Barons that matter. I mean, you still have Fizz up with Baron, right? But
yeah. And I mean, Malphite and Seraphine are probably going to play together, but you could technically side lane Malphite,
yeah.
but I think even the support can solo kill him at this point.
No, of course.
Does Galio have more gold than Malphite?
Yeah, this Malphite's hard.
No, but it's close.
4K gold.
Oh, now we are getting to see 2 big boys 1v1 each other. And Nocturne ultimate is coming out onto the top side, and that is Ashe arrow reflected. It doesn't connect onto Ashe, and Tuxedo might be able to find a kill onto Sandy, but no, Sandy's just really dodging everything there. And this 4-for-4 on the top side, it's being matched by 1v1 on the bot side of the map, and GameCase is in a bad position, but Ray dodges forward to able to block this, but it does not matter. Kage connects, the AP Malphite getting its value out, and Apari tries to go in, but does not have the ultimate available. And the huge shields from Seraphine able to keep things alive there. Oh, and Apari now looking for this play is going to find the kill onto Snark. Maybe he's going to be able to find the ultimate onto Lelouch too. He does. There's no one to save Lelouch. Yeah. I think Apari should be able to find this, but Lelouch doing a lot of damage, and the ultimate should be able to be enough.
Oh my goodness.
And wow, Lelouch just outplays the hell out of Apari.
Better.
Drops the mastery.
Yeah, props to Lelouch. 2-2 and 13. Playing really well this game.
Is this just going to be 2 back-to-back Lelouch MVPs?
We may, dude. We may.
Oh,
man.
and Tuxedo taking another tower shot there.
If SR wins, I'm thinking about giving it to Lelouch again. Lelouch is so high value this game.
Yeah. Oh, and Ray just goes over the wall. He's looking for the kill onto Fizz. I don't think he's going to find it, but that was funny.
Yeah, I think the Galio pick is really good too.
Yeah.
I think I'm looking more towards mid lane.
Oh, definitely.
On that
GameCase has been playing
GameCase is so he's popping off right now. He's playing so well. He's down by like 20 farm, but I don't think it matters.
No, I think you're fine with that. Especially the way that SR plays the map. They just give everything to Sandy. Oh, a huge engage by Kage, and it's immediately followed up by Nocturne. But GameCase lives for so long and outputs a ton of damage. And Honan almost able to find a kill on the Kage, but walks too far forward as a result. And that is a double kill going over to Snark. Triple kill, actually. Tuxedo able to find a huge play, getting a lot of damage onto Snark. I don't think he's able... Oh, he actually does find the damage. And Apari is here in the area. And that's a 3-for-3 play overall somehow. Tuxedo completely evened that out.
I think if I'm SKT here, I'm looking to group up with my 2...
Yeah, they still have jungler alive. They can probably get the Infernal Dragon here. Sandy's going to push mid.
Put him on Soul Point. Be really good.
Yeah, they're not contesting it. Nocturne's going to be up, but as long as they don't hit the ward, he won't have vision. Sandy's going to run down.
It's not a bad trade. Trading tier 2 for
there. This is going to be a really tense fight. They are starting it up, so they're going to have the advantage walking into it because they know what's happening. Now Sandy's here, doesn't have the ultimate though, and Tuxedo doing a really good job of zoning, forces the flash out of Lelouch, trying to find the kill. He does not have enough damage for it. Apari walks off, the TP is coming back in, and are they going to be able to finish the dragon in time? But Kage's here with the ultimate. It's AP ultimate too, so it's going to be a big deal, and Apari takes it. Does not have ultimate of his own to be able to go back in, or he did, he just wasn't able to cast it in time, and now they find the kill in return, and that might be enough. Now Tuxedo looking for the kill onto Sandy, and is able to find the damage, snaps back, and that secures the kill. And Hero is just going to get taunted. They're trying to kill him before the dragon goes down, but no, they're able to secure it, and that is another kill going over to Tuxedo. He's able to take down Malphite, and that was a 3-for-1 in favor of SKT, and now they're even on dragons, and they have 1,000 gold lead.
Maybe I'm gonna change what I said here, like earlier. Maybe I'm gonna give it to Tuxedo more, because he's about to double flame rise in the top laner.
Yeah.
So gross.
We'll see.
We'll see. He's up.
I mean, they still have to win the game. That's the problem.
Yeah,
they're pushing down. They don't have Baron, but they are still trying to push things here. Snark gets his arrows reflected onto him. GameCase doing a lot of zoning here. No jungler up, and actually he wasn't able to reflect the Ashe arrow there. Ray trying to go in, and huge damage coming out from Honan. They're not able to find enough damage onto Snark, but that ultimate should be enough to kill. So they're able to go 1-1.
Goodness,
taking out the ADC in exchange for the support. And Apari is postured for its top side.
Getting so much value off those 2 items. Smell is so OP.
Honestly, Kage's been doing really well this game. Given the fact that you're down 180 CS,
utility.
the fact that he just chose to go these 2 AP items and knows that squishy members don't have enough damage or don't have enough resistances to deal with it, it's a really good call. Okay, Honen's peeing and Apari's mouse died. Great stuff, guys. The good news is I think this will allow us to catch up on the.
No, it will.
Timer.
I think we're only down by 30 seconds, but I don't know if it's gonna let you keep going.
When it pauses, it just automatically it would have let us
up.
catch up because the game time wouldn't have progressed, but our stream would have kept going. So we should be live now, which means that we have to sit through 30 fewer seconds of pause.
It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all, man. I wonder if you're like looking back on a VOD and it kind of zooms forward and gets rid of that pause in the middle and just continues the game.
Yeah, there aren't pauses in the replays, luckily. This game's been so good. We're so spoiled.
No, we are. Look how many kills. There's like 60 kills on the entire map right now. This is amazing. SKT looks really good though.
Yeah.
Like this Tuxedo top lane, even Honen, man, he's the Gnasher Tooth and
and he's been playing really aggressively. It's really fun.
No, he's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, I feel like Honen's like main strength is that he's like entirely unpredictable. Like I feel like Stark's had really good plays, and then he just like flashes in some random direction and just domes him with a Q, and like Stark's just like, what the fuck is going on? Because it's not how like any other player in the server plays.
No,
like no one else pulls any of the shit I saw him do.
He reminds me more like Carrot. Carrot's like really just he'll surprise you.
Yeah. Well, the problem is Carrot's like always aggro, whereas I feel like Honen's like careful and then just suddenly will like change into a different player and get like turbo.
Yeah, he like flips the switch. Yeah. Definitely played really good this game. I like even before he got the dad, he was doing so much damage. He really was. Like he just had a blasting wand and I don't know whose head he took off, but he just did so much damage. I think it was Fizz balling because he got the flash out on him. It was so insane. This is probably the one case where you need to ban Varus over the not ban Varus, but nerf Varus over the actual item. Oh yeah, there we go. We're back now.
And it's gonna buffer because we're live, and they just paused. Great. I love it. Thank you, Ryan.
yeah, this is amazing.
Surely we're good this time around. And
for sure.
God damn it.
Unfortunate. Oh, there we go.
No, I did.
Wait, never mind. You just zoom forward. I see.
Come on. Okay. This time.
Fingers crossed that we're back.
Oh, he made it farther in the river. We're so back. Let's go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're so back. It's really good.
Oh my god. So SKT does have a 3k gold lead at this point. And Nash is about to be up. I wonder if they're going to fight for it. I think it's so hard for them because Kage can just drop like 700 damage on everybody if they're grouped. And then, I mean, he's dead after that. But that's the value that you need to have. I mean,
it's so crazy that he's down so much, yet he's just so valuable in the game
now. So, you know.
Yeah, so valuable in the game. I would have thought he would have went tank this game. I don't know how much more valuable he would have been, but I mean, you choose one shot the enemy backline over trying to stay alive longer. So I guess it's just better to deal more damage. The only issue is that they're just missing frontline while.
Yeah, but I mean, Yoda's just split pushing here, and I mean, Kanan is really easy to steal dragons with, so...
Somebody has to answer.
Yeah, they have to base someone. Hero is channeling, and you don't really want to lose your jungler, though, when you're looking to posture around a Baron.
Yeah.
So they stopped, and they can't decide who to send back. They're trying to send Seraphine back. They finally picked the right answer, which is Fizz, but now Ray almost gets caught out there. The Ash Arrow does come through, they're able to find a kill onto Ray, and actually now they're just fully collapsing on top of Game Piece, but he's able to just randomly kill Sandy. I think that evens it out. Tuxedo is just free hitting on the bottom of the alley. They have to back dash.
It's not bad for them. They're going to get inhib here. And honestly, if they don't, they're forced off a Baron because if they don't answer, Tuxedo, he's just gonna take their entire base and end the game.
Going. They're not looking to stop the bases.
I don't even know if it's worth it.
Wait,
because you're not gonna get any gold.
Apari waits for one base to go off, and then tries to find a kill on the hero. He's able to dodge through the fear, and that Honen ultimate almost hits.
Oh, but he's gonna kill him.
Hero here just is going to die. Kage's here does not have ultimate back up, though. Now that's a 2 for 2 overall, and they got an inhib. Tuxedo's able to find this kill into Lelouch. Oh, he's not! He didn't drop the ignite!
Probably didn't think you need to. I don't think you would have needed it either, because Surfing had all that healing coming back.
Oh, and now he flashes over. It gets so much damage onto Snark. Now he has the ignite available for Snark, and he's able to live!
My goodness.
The ignite comes through.
Ignite.
Oh, he tried to stack up onto the wolves, and it just wasn't enough.
He just died to the wolves. Yeah.
I thought he died to burn. From Malphite, but
fair enough.
Oh, now they're looking to start this, but Apari's basically no HP. I think they have enough speed on it, but Kage's here has ultimate. He's able to connect onto them, and Honen barely dies fast enough. And Apari looking to steal the dragon, and he's able to secure it, but he is just going to be taken down afterwards. And now Ray ulting on top of Gamecase to try and give him a bit of a shield, but the charm hits onto both of them. Now Gamecase able to find one. He might be able to find another. Fizz hopping around, gets a lot of damage down, and they are just able to take him out, but he Zonia's the ultimate, and that is a 5 for 0, or 5 for 2 ace for SR.
We're so spoiled.
Oh, we're such a good game. SKT still has a 2.5k lead, and no one has Baron on the map. So they have
we need a game 3.
They have like 10 seconds to push. I don't even think they're going to be able to crack mid tower. Maybe.
I don't know. They got.
Yeah, I think they got it. But Tuxedo could punish them really hard here. He has the ultimate available. He's trying to stack off the wave, but there's 3 of them here. Oh, but Snark's there. Oh, he gets stunned. He immediately snaps back, though. But he forces 2 ultimates out. But huge flash from Snark. It's able to keep him alive. And Honen looking for the kill. He doesn't have enough damage. And that actually might have just costed them the game. They're too... Game Cases is spawning, though, so it's really hard for them to punish. And Kane has a flank. He's going behind him, but he gets immediately ulted on by Nocturne. I think he's still going to be able to find Snark, though. That's so much damage. Oh, but he has to run away. And now it's just going to be Game Case versus Galio defending. And Sandy might be taken out, but he does not have the Zonias, but he probably has E and able to keep himself alive. And I don't think Game Case can risk using his ultimate just to secure 1. But I think this is now going to be sole point going over to SR. Oh, my God.
Yeah, this
now
is
they have the gold.
Unfortunate. Just a bad chain of events. Domino dying.
How has Lelouch still only died twice?
I don't know. Lelouch is 3-2 and 25 assists. Yeah, the KP is really good this game for Lelouch. Just so much value having Lelouch on your team though as support. It may be a two Lelouch MVP angle here.
Dude, I'm really playing phenomenal.
So. Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, maybe SKT will be able to bring it back. I think their comp has fallen off a little bit, though. I don't know, though. It's, like, so hard to tell. I don't think we've gotten a clean 5v5 fight in so long. And if Kage's ultimate wasn't up as quite as fast as it was, I don't think he's able to make that play on the Baron and turn things around. And he just continues to buy AP here.
Yeah, people just keep getting picked off this game. It's not really a clean 5v5. Even when we had a team fight, it was Tuxedo.
Oh, he misses the ultimate! Tuxedo should just be able to find this, though. Fizz dashes away. Oh, he doesn't have the range anymore. And Ray has to dash away. But now the Nocturne ult should be coming down to Yone. He had to Farsight to find vision, though. Tuxedo should dash away, but he still gets caught by the fear. Apari's here to cancel out the play. And now Ray is ultimate again, but he gets freaking Zonias. Now Tuxedo has to dash away, but the snapback is going to be huge. And Apari's able to find the kill onto Sandy. But now Ray's looking to find the taunt, but Hero, oh my god, Kage ultimates and saves them both, and Ray should just be taken down though. Kage flashes and autos the turret, but then he gets taunted up, and now Apari might be able to find something, but Lelouch forces them to both dash away with the ultimate. And that's a 2-for-1 advantage for SR, but there's nothing up.
Yeah. We're just fighting for nothing here. Just losing more gold, again, more behind.
My heart
they had a 3,000 gold lead at some point. They just started throwing it all away. They were in their base touching their Nexus turrets and then just...
Yeah, they both are.
Died on replay.
They're literally both clearing minions away from their Nexus turrets right now.
Oh my goodness.
This is nuts. I mean, yeah, slight advantage to SR here. And I think the fact that Kage is just like a one-button character is really helping them out here. I feel like when you have someone who's this far down and is still useful, It's like really what you want to see. I feel like Ray is honestly like less useful than the Malphite is at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a good ultimate, but it's just so hard for him to live long enough in these fights to get much done.
I will say Ashe is full build, but it can only get better from here for SKT bot lane.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you're full build, you're just going to be catching up the entire time. There's nothing Ashe can really do now but just deal damage. I think this next fight will kind of dictate what's going to happen with the rest of the game. Who's going to win.
GA, which is really helping her against Apari and Tuxedo. But if Tuxedo can get a kill without using ultimate, then you're kind of chilling.
Yeah. Need to look to get a pick off on the Ashe, and then the game's kind of a lot easier to deal with.
I don't know if he knew that. He tried to dance around the scuttle vision, but they are going to be generally aware of where he is. Now they actually just spot him out.
Yeah, the plant gets him.
I guess we're still at the point, though, where, like, one good Mel Reflect could actually just tank this entire game, but they have a 4-man blob rotating up towards top, but it is on vision, so I don't think it's that effective. Nash is up in 45. They're looking to find a pre-Nash pick, and Tuxedo's looking to 1v1 Kage in the bot lane. I think this is a bit of a bad assignment, because Kage's value is only there if he's able to ult multiple people at once. Tuxedo's just looking to get it, but now Sandy's backing for him. Tuxedo's able to kill them both. That could be huge, but Nocturne ultimate is going to come down on him, but they lost vision of him, so they're not able to collapse. But
they're just going to get vision.
It's too early for them to take Baron. And that's ultimate burned away from Nocturne and Yone. I think the Yone's a little more impactful. But they're going to have it up at about the same time. Tuxedo now actually spotted out. And he's going to try and rotate back up. Actually, no, he has TP, so he's just going to stay bot.
Yeah, buffered again for a minute. I thought we were about to get more pause issues. So good.
I know, Hero walking forward, and that's Ashe R missed. That's huge. And now Ray engaging is not able to find really anyone with the taunt, and Malphite able to take out the Varus immediately. Apari dropping super low, and they're able to find 2 with the Mel ultimate, but then Apari gets taken out, so it's really just game case there. But if he's able to stall him long enough for Tuxedo to just take the base, that could be the game. But now they're looking to channel their recalls, so game case just needs to stop it. But the spell shield coming down from Nocturne is a huge, but if Hero is able to get taken down, but Yone is able to find 1 turret, not able to find the second, and the respawn timers are rough. They're trying to play split map around Tuxedo, but there's something that's good enough, and he has to walk out from bot. The turret is alive in the mid lane, but it doesn't look like they have the ability to start it. But this could be Soul coming up for SR, because they have the jungler alive. They have 2 members. Tuxedo isn't going to be able to 1v3, but the bot lane spawning in 10 seconds. They might be able to get there in time. Infernal map is rough, but you do have the cinders, so it's not completely cooked. And they're starting it slow. Nocturne's going to get there first. The respawns are 10 seconds each for Sandy and Kage. And Yone just CP's top trying to take turrets. They're just going to concede the Soul. And that might be game for SR. The Soul is so powerful for them here.
Yeah. It's better
Tuxedo's
to fight
probably just going to die. He has double nuke ultimates running at him. They both have Infernal Soul. And now the engage is pulled onto Ray, and they're able to find him. Honin is able to take out Hero in exchange, but Tuxedo just dies on the top side of the map, and now Apari is falling as well, and that is 4 kills for 1. Triple kill over to Ashe, and they should just be able to run this down and end the game. Except the most fed member of SKT is the one that's still alive. Game case, 17 kills on the Mel, is also full build. Might be able to stop this, but he has to play it literally perfectly and stall for 35 seconds. He's able to find it. Oh, he just takes out Sandy! Oh, he's playing perfectly, and he forces the GA out of Snark.
GA is gone.
Playing it perfectly is exactly what he's doing. He just stopped it.
He just saved the game.
What? Okay, now they're going to Nash. Apari's respawn is the same as Nocturne's. I think Snark and Lelouch might just have to solo this, which they can, probably. It's full build Ashe. Snark just autoing the Rift Herald for a little health. And I think they're going to know this is happening because of the Hawkshot coming out. But no, yeah, Snark just does enough damage. They're able to take the Nash back. So they're up 3,000 gold. They have the Soul, which is roughly another 4,000 gold. So this is a significant advantage for Summoner, or for Summoner's Rift. I'm like losing my mind. For Snarkify Rebellion.
SR. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
They're dominating Summoner's Rift right now, though.
Yeah.
But it looks like the Mel's just made such a great play.
Trying to farm up here. They know where Hero is. It's a 3-man glob. Kage is looking to join here. Sandy is not in the fight. But now there's Tuxedo, and they're pulling the trigger on the ultimate, and they're able to just immediately take out the Mel, and that should just be the end of the game. She was the strongest member, and then Kage finds the ultimate right where it needs to be on top of Honan, and now it's up to Tuxedo and Apari to defend, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it. But there's no GA onto Snark, but Tuxedo's ultimate not going to hit. He immediately needs to snap back, and now I think they just completely lost all means that they have to do it. It's all 5 people here. Apari going for a desperation play into Snark. He does not have enough damage to take him out, though. He's able to take half his health away. Tuxedo playing really well, forces the Zonias out of Sandy, but the pullback is not going to save him, and that is going to end up being an ace for Snarkify Rebellion, and they take the game. And this was a 2-0, but it really did not feel like one. SKT played their hearts out, but unfortunately are eliminated from playoff contention. So we've sealed the 6 teams here.
So unfortunate. That's still an undefeated SR too. They're really close to not being undefeated there. I really almost saw the
both games
SKT starting to get in their prime for a minute. Yeah.
So it's Lelouch, right? Like
it'd be so cool to give Lelouch double MVP, but Snark played so good too.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Snark
definitely
played so well, 24-8. I mean, either way, the bot lane's going to get represented because they've been the heart and soul of this entire SR team, this entire series. They've just been picking everybody up, holding it down, pushing the line forward, and just ending the game.
I think we
winning the
give
entire
it to
series.
Snark this time around.
Yeah, let's give it a Snark.
Yeah. All right.
So Lelouch first game MVP, and
then Snark.
And Snark in his second game. That's so good.
Yeah.
They deserved it.
I'll pull Snark in for the interview.
That'd be great.
Mid-game.
All right. Hello. Congratulations on the 2-0. That was one of the most fun games I've ever watched to end it. How nervous were you at the end of that game?
I was a little bit nervous because our game plan didn't exactly work the way we wanted it to, but we just had to lock in.
Yeah, I mean, I did not. It was very back and forth throughout the game. I feel like Tuxedo played really well. Game Case just looked like the better mid laner in that second game. I think in the first game it was arguable, but I think definitely people expected Sandy to do a little well. I'm not sure I loved the Fizz counter pick into the Mel. Did he regret that at any point during the game?
Yeah, I think initially we were gonna play Echo, but then he wanted to have more fun, so he called for the Fizz.
Gotcha. Do you think he actually ended up having more fun?
We'd have to ask him. I don't think so. But no, game Case played like phenomenally. He was like almost a one-man army. He was doing everything he could and more.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm like so vocally fried after that game, but congrats on hitting the 5-0 and the 6 playoff teams are now locked in. Commiserations to SKT. I think they had a really good season. They were able to get 2 series wins so far, and they still get to play against Metabusters. So I'm excited to watch that. And you guys still have 3 series left, and I think what's on everybody's mind is, are you guys going to be the first team to go undefeated in the regular season? So good luck for that. How confident are you guys that you're going to be able to pull that off?
I think we're pretty confident.
Okay, well, your next match is against Project Tuesdays in 2 days, and I would say that they're probably the most favored team to be able to take you down, considering until this series they were in first place over you guys, despite the undefeated record. But I'm just excited to watch that one, and I'm sad that my series is at the same time as it.
One more thing to add to that Thursday game, it's also my birthday, okay? So...
Okay, well, is it a birthday buff or a birthday debuff?
Oh, 100% a buff. 100%.
Okay.
Well,
hopefully you get to eat your cake after the series with a win instead of crying in the cake after a loss. So
yeah, we're hoping. We're hoping.
Yeah, well, good luck. I'm definitely going to be tuned in to that one until my series starts. But I'm hoping we get a banger cast for that. Y'all can just skip our game. Make sure that we get to see the Battle for First really come out. But yeah, really good season from you guys. It looks like the scheduling is actually going to turn out pretty okay for you guys. I know some people were worried about that, but we got 2 of them scheduled, and then we just got to get you guys against One Thief in the last week, which I know Brewer's really looking forward to. So you guys should have a fun rest of the season. Definitely have already locked winners bracket at this point. Actually, I don't want to say that and be wrong, but congratulations anyway. 5-0 start is huge. But yeah, congrats on the MVP and congrats to Lelouch for the first one. We were really considering giving both, but unfortunately, I think that would be a little disingenuous. But
I mean, props to her though. She did play really, really well.
Yeah.
All series.
Yeah. It was played really well. Just completely dominated that series. Y'all dominated bot lane though, so I mean, it was so poetic just to give y'all both the MVP. Y'all both played awesome.
yeah,
Yeah. It was,
I like
it
when
was
it
a lot
works
of fun.
out like that.
It was a lot of fun.
All right. Well, we'll see you in a couple days. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Thanks, Dano, for the GoCast. And thank you, especially to SKT, for giving us a great series. Good fight. I like the role swapping around. And Snarkify, you guys just showed up and did your job. So I don't think you guys need the pat on the back, but obviously, congrats on the win. So see you in a couple days.
Thank you both. Have a good one.